All right, I think I'm live. What's up, ATF? Is this the one? I would love to see Keith Eric drive around in a van. G thanks. Humble King, it's me. Fraudwood. Did you see Fraudwood got a promo cut on him? What's up, Donitsky? Somebody say fired up. Pretty fired up. That's a Luke West. All right, here we go. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be watching some, let me give you some dates here before we get started. Let me give you a couple dates here, fellas. We're going to be watching from February 24th, 1979. I don't think we watched that one, did we? July 14th and June 16th. Why are those out of order? Anyway, those are what we're going to watch. I'm going to, I think, I found a bunch of like partial episodes, and I think I'm just going to like make a stream of all the ones that are only like half an hour long or something. Because I feel like there's got to be good shit in there that we're going to miss out on otherwise. Who cut the F-Wood promo? Gee, thanks. He also oddly veered over into dating single moms so that he could breastfeed from them. It was kind of a strange video. You know that ain't true, F-Wood. Now you're reaching. Anyway, we're going to watch this. Like I said, I'm going to try to put together like the stuff from 78 and 79 that aren't complete and put it into a show so that we can at least see the matches and hopefully see some promos and stuff. But I'll be back in the afternoon today for Boit Watch Live, a very special episode, including some fan favorite clips. But anyway, let's get started again. Hey, what's up, Cody Turbo? Hold on, let's see here. I told you, right? February 79, July 79, and June 79. I don't know why. I'm sorry I put them out of order. Can I move them? Yeah, okay, there we go. All right. Never mind. They're in order now. Okay, here we go. Also, obviously, because of the age and condition of the materials, they're not in the best shape, but I did the best I could, got the best I could find. Yes, it's a very special episode.
Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell way right along ringside, all ready to go with another big day championship wrestling.
Big day.
Unfortunately, our old sidekick Dave Brown won't be able to be with us today, so we're going to have a big show that he's going to have to miss in this particular situation. We've got a great opening.
Oh, I ordered as like a as like a self-birthday gift. I ordered the like deluxe Coliseum Ultimate Editions of the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat figures.
Buzz Sawyer going against Jimmy Golden. Ought to be a fine scientific match. Don Carson and Dennis Condrey come in here. Thrill with Roger Howell and Tommy Gilbert as their opponents.
Tommy
in what
Gilbert.
Ought to be a spirited tag match for a fact. You're going to see the team of Robert Fuller and Bill Superstar Dundee going against the Destroyers and Danny Davis. Mongolian Stomper will be in, and his opponent is going to be Burrhead Jones, the Assassin's number 1
Oh my
and
God,
2.
Daninsky, did you hear that? Burrhead Jones. I don't think I've ever seen like a. I don't think. Maybe I've seen a clip, but I don't think so. I know I've heard the name.
We'll take on Tuffy Taylor and Jerry Barber, and we're
Oh
going to
my
be
God, Tuffy Taylor! What a great name.
looking at plenty of more wrestling action. I guess if we're going to get it all in, we better get to it right now. You stay right where you are. We're going to be back with Jim Golden going against Buzz Sawyer.
If you were here yesterday for the Boit Madness, would you agree that the heel block delivered one of the wall-to-wall most disturbing, unhinged sessions of content ever?
Just one more. Opening bout today, introducing on the left of the screen, weighing in at 227 pounds from St. Petersburg, Florida, introducing Buzz Sawyer. His opponent today in this one fall 15-minute time limit bout, coming in at 232 from Montgomery, Alabama.
We paid to see Burrhead.
Jimmy Golden. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun. A one fall 15-minute time limit bout. Should be a doggone good bout. Bell time, and we're off and running. Buzz Sawyer, an outstanding young amateur out of Florida. Jimmy Golden, who really is not that old, but in terms of experience, Jimmy's had a lot of it. Has been in some very, very big matches.
I guess I should light that before I try to
Rolling arm
smoke
lock
it.
takes him over and down. So Jimmy definitely has the experience. He has the height. Somewhat of a weight advantage over the stockier Buzz Sawyer. Well-built young fellow who can really go. Step over toe hold, Golden, with that long leg hooked in there, and the toe of Buzz Sawyer down, and Golden mashing it down a little bit further.
Man, I was really enjoying the Thorpe stream yesterday, ATF Media, but then everything was going good, and then they were like, oh, Jeremy's live, let's go watch that, and then the whole show just tanked.
Sawyer, who's been impressive since we have first seen him a couple of...
Yeah, it's the best version I could find. I think Cornette has a ton of old Memphis tapes, but to my knowledge, he has never done anything with them.
Weeks ago in the area. Going against certainly one of the toughest opponents.
Yeah, they've been beefing. Well, they're not beefing through podcast. Well, Flair is on a different podcast, but yeah, they've been feuding for like years, going back and forth.
That he has had in his young professional career. Golden on the left, Sawyer on the right. Referee Jerry Calhoun standing side headlock. Sawyer shakes him to the ropes. They crisscross in there as Golden comes in. Sawyer goes down under. Yeah, arm drag, hooks him in.
Well, Cornette used to tape him. He spent a ton of money to get a VHS VCR back in the day, and he was recording everything. So his archive is probably crazy. I get it of just wanting it there, but like, I don't know. I would rather see it like if it was me, I would rather see it released so that and like be alive to see people enjoying the wrestling that I liked as a kid versus keeping it in the attic till I die, you know.
And with that hip, he tossed him right over. Golden right back up and at him. Oh, look at that. See that Jimmy Golden move?
Referee dressed like an audience member. Dressed like he works at a like he works at like a Staples or something.
Bars the arm on the mat. Sawyer trying to work his way up and does to his feet. We're at a minute and a half into the action as Jimmy Golden comes up. He has that wrist locked and he pops it up and a hammer. Look at Sawyer.
I bet the Bone
Straight
Clinic.
up body slam. Jimmy Golden down on the mat as Sawyer trying to find a spot where he is going to be vulnerable. Leg dive and down goes Sawyer. And a half crab, Jimmy Golden, and one that could be effective on him. He's trying to bend it back in there, but look at Sawyer, straight up in the air. He uses those strong arms and shoulder muscles. Takes Golden straight up. He only had a half crab on him. It's a doggone good one, but a lot of times when a guy is fresh, it's very difficult to hold. At the 2-minute mark, a little test of strength in here as Jimmy Golden caught underneath. Sawyer with a much better advantage in there tight. If they were up top, Golden with his height. Whoa, beautiful. Goes up with a drop kick. Sawyer goes down. Golden goes for a pin. 1, 2.
I don't like that, Daninsky, either. Did you see him put his hand on the rope while he
With
counted?
a drop kick. Sawyer goes down. Golden goes for a pin. 1, 2.
That's a
but
no
that's
for
all
me,
he gets
though.
out of it. Jimmy Golden gets a 2 count on Buzz Sawyer. There's a whip across the ring and coming off the rope. Back dive, sunset flip. He's down. 1, 2.
What's happening here?
And not quite the 2 count as Jimmy Golden wheels the way out, and it may be for Sawyer, 2, but Sawyer kicks his way out. A couple of almost, but I won't get it. Up in the air, Golden takes him. Suplex, right straight back, and Sawyer down. A cover, 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be it at 2 minutes and 49 seconds.
What's up, Leo Farthammer?
Jimmy Golden with an outstanding win over young Buzz Sawyer. Man, he took him up. I think Sawyer thought he was going to come down with the atomic drop. He looked like he was getting ready to kick his way out. But at that point, Jimmy reversed it and came right straight back over in the suplex and ends up in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Jimmy, come on in here. Congratulations.
It just doesn't feel like, and I mean, they do that in the late 80s as well. It just, they reach a certain point, like, where they just don't put an apron on, and I think that makes a big difference when you can see, like, all the, you know, when it's everything's not like neatly tucked.
On it.
Shout out Furby.
We were just saying it looked like that Buzz was expecting. You want to sit down there with us? Because
Man, look at young Jimmy Golden here, 79.
I'd like to talk to you about. It looked like Buzz maybe thought you were coming down with that atomic drop on the knee, and he was going to kick his way loose. When you saw him change it, you reversed it into a suplex and got that 3 count. Great.
What do you think about this, though? I'm bringing him over to the desk to sit down right after the match. Is he going to wipe that chair and the table down?
You can go either way with that. Atomic dropper, that's called a belly to back suplex, and it's a good one.
Boy, it was a good one in that case, and there are a couple of almost a doggone good bow with Jimmy coming out. I said you're a young guy, but you got a lot of experience in professional wrestling behind you, with a lot of big matches already in your career.
Well, I tell you, I want to appreciate it. Say thank you to the promotion right now for giving me this big break, and I'm gonna try real hard to take good advantage of it.
We got some tape out of Dothan, Alabama.
You started craving. Yeah, I was a vegetarian too. Honestly, pretty much the same timeline. It's me. I was a vegetarian for a long time, and then toward the end of the toward the beginning of the pandemic, I stopped.
Match down there, a guy that we haven't seen in quite some time, Rip Smith. I'd like to have it roll.
I couldn't do vegan, though, because no pun intended, I couldn't do vegan because I love, like, a pizza. I tried a few different, and for me, it wasn't like an ethical thing or anything. I didn't mind being a vegetarian, but, like, I couldn't do I have to have cheese as like a must, so I could never go vegan.
Now, and if you'll sit here with me.
I don't think I could go back to being vegetarian either, because now I'm like back into the groove.
Because I know this is one you remember very well, and if I wanted the fans to see it. Let's take a look right now. In Dothan, Alabama, Jimmy Golden going against Rip Smith. Of course, you had the height advantage.
I've been to Dothan, Alabama. I saw, what did I see in Dothan, Alabama? Trying to remember I've only been to Alabama twice for 2 wrestling shows. I think Dothan was can somebody look up the Country Music Barn and see if that's in Dothan, Alabama?
That you normally do, but this Smith is quick, and boy does he go. He makes you go.
He sure can. He's fast and he's strong, and really there's not enough that I can say about the man. I've known him for quite some time. He played football for Tampa University. He wrestled, was a very good wrestler down there, won a state championship. And Mr. Smith, I can't say enough about him. He's a heck of a wrestler.
We had a chance to talk to Rip a little bit earlier. I guess it was several weeks back, to say maybe a couple of months or so back. And Rip was telling us about the experience of being in Paradise Alley, the Sylvester Stallone wrestling movie. And at this point, you've got what is not a very spectacular one, but boy, it's sure a good head scissors.
Just trying to keep him down and keep him from going so much, because, like you said, it's hard to keep up with him. He's so fast, and once he gets a hold of you, he's very strong, and it's hard to get away from him. But right here, I got the upper hand with the head scissors and trying to hold him down, but that's hard to do. You see, he'll get out of it here in a minute. He don't stay down there too long.
I noticed that Rip has that style, and in one sense, it's good if you can reverse moves, that sort of thing, but Rip continually he comes at you. He's not the kind of guy that lays back and wrestles defensively. He comes at you all the time.
He's offensive all the way.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way they taught him in school and football and wrestling down in Tampa, and that's just the way he's trained, and the man just, like you say, he stays after you all the time. But right here, he's giving me a big backdrop there. Got the back hurt a little bit, so I'm trying to stall and stay in the corner and stay away from him. And at this point, he gets me out. He's got a bear hug on me. And like I say, he's so strong, man, it's hard to get away from him. He can hurt you.
Nice hip toss. You got him right over on that hip.
He's going to come right back and try to get that bear again. He picked me clean up off the floor. He's strong and just holding me there, squeezing me. And it was all I could do to keep him giving up, slamming me on my back again, really working on that back. And the guy's just continuously driving, try to get the 1, 2, 3 count. But I got a little determination, too, that he ain't going to get that.
You said something just a moment ago, Jimmy, that I think is very important, and that is after that big backdrop, you said you were trying to get just a little breather. That sometimes changes the tide, if you can get just enough of a breather in there to get you back from the big slam.
If you can just work around somewhere. Right here, tries to pick me up for atomic drop, but I switched in behind him. Whoops, there's the same little move I did a while ago, right on his head. And, brother, they don't get up too much from that. and held him down for the 1-2-3 count, and it was a great victory for me, Lance.
Golly, I'll tell you what, it was a dandy, Jimmy, and we're just delighted to be able to have you in this area, and I'm looking forward because you have just been going great, and good luck on the continued success. Jimmy Golden, and we got more wrestling action coming up for you, and we'll be back to it in just a moment. You're going to be back into the ring in just a second. We'll be seeing Dennis Condrey and Don Carson in action in a big tag match in just a moment. Eddie Marlon right here with us. Eddie, we want to talk a little bit about the action around the territory. As my old sidekick Dave is away, I want to sit here and talk to you. I by golly, haven't gotten a chance to get around to many of the towns, and I really miss it. I'm wanting to get back out to the area. How about coming up tonight in Jonesboro?
It's going to be a big match in Jonesboro tonight, Lance. It's a Texas death match. And it'll be Robert Fuller's first time there in a long time. Jimmy Golden's first time there in a long time. They'll have Condrey and Carson. And on the card will be Robert Gibson, Mike Stallings, which hadn't been there in a long time, an old favorite.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
It'll be that death match and then 3 other big matches.
Oh my God, is this Eddie Marlin?
I'll tell you what, that's a son of a gun that just goes and goes and goes till somebody can't continue. That's the kind you get hurt in. March the 1st, Northeast Junior College. You're coming back to Boonville, Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yes, I'm having a cake delivered.
And it's Condrey and Carson.
I got to run down in a few
too.
minutes.
And they'll have their hands full when they got Bill Dundee and Jimmy Golden.
Again, the title's going to be on the line.
That's right. You got the big assassins, first time they were in Boonville. You got Gilbert, Gibson, Buzz Sawyer. Altogether, it's 5 big matches in Boonville.
Yeah, that's something. The folks down there, these Assassins may be one of the best tag teams I've ever seen. It'll be their first time in Boonville right there. March the 2nd, next Friday night, Tupelo, Mississippi. Man, I know you always action in Tupelo.
Right. Man, that Carson and Condrey, they've got their hands full all week long. If they hadn't got Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden, they got Jimmy Golden and Bill Dundee. And in Tupelo, we got Jerry Lawler and Robert Fuller. The Stomper will be there. There'll be 4 big matches in Tupelo.
And also on Friday night, Blythe will be back in action for the first time in some time.
Starting in big style in Blythe. They got Tommy Gilbert going against the Southern Heavyweight Champion, Professor Tanaka. The assassin.
No, it's a real cake. It's a cake for
Golden being Blythe.
get together over the weekend.
Standing right out there. Let's get in. Come in and say a word.
March the 22nd in Union City. Action going on.
First time in a long, long time in Union City. But
yeah, we had Jim in here just a moment ago. Jimmy, come on back in. I know that you're going to be around the territory and going to be in some tough action. You're going to be looking at Carson and Condrey.
Yes, and I just wanted to say that like I said a while ago, appreciate this opportunity in Tupelo and Boonville and tonight in Jonesboro. Anytime I get the chance to go against Condrey and Hickerson, they're sporting them tag team belts around right now. And Don Carson is sporting that black glove around. Brother, we got a place for that black glove. And anytime that I get the chance with you, we're going to be coming head on. You're going to get all the wrestling that you want, brother. We're looking forward to it.
I'll tell you what, here's a young fella that can put it out. Eddie, we're looking forward to some...
Beth saw the party table from the Fusion Studios Craig Fingerling party.
Big action all around the territory. Thank you for being in here. Okay, Eddie Marlin, and we hope maybe when it comes your way.
Jimmy Golden went to relax in the back for a few minutes and then came back. He got up, got up from a nap.
You'll have a chance to get around and pick it up. Let's go to the ring, see if we can get him in.
Woo!
Yeah, bell to the ring, see if we can get him in. Okay, bell time, and we're waiting now with the action of our first tag match of the day, as a matter of fact. Here comes Tommy Gilbert, Roger Howell, and is a team, and the Southern Tag Team Champions.
Well, I have name tags. No, I wouldn't have anybody at my home that I needed that needed a name tag.
Carrying their belts with them. Don Carson wearing that infamous black glove of his.
Man, I can relate. When I used to go to shows, I'd be super hyped, man, ready to mainline some wrestling.
Go to the ring for the introductions now. Introducing first on the right of the screen, a team that weighs in at a total weight of 435 pounds from Bolivar, Tennessee.
So Don Carson and Dennis Condrey are still here.
Roger Howell and his partner out
I'd
of
ask you to
Lexington,
leave
Tennessee,
if you
coming in
wouldn't
at
take it off.
225. Tommy Gilbert crossed away, weighing in at a
Don't
total
get that
weight of
started,
478 pounds. On the right, from South Carolina, Dennis Condrey, and the co-holder of the Southern Tag title from Pensacola, Florida, Don Carson. Don Carson, Dennis Condrey, the Southern Tag Team Champions. This obviously is not a title match. It is a one-fall, 15-minute time limit bout. Your referee is...
By the Shira News? Yeah, I mean, it was always a long shot. Shearis, it doesn't view these people based on the entertainment. She just sees that the Thorpes are like rage baiters and just kind of dismisses them.
Jerry Calhoun. Bell time, and here we go. Don Carson starting against the more experienced of the team of Gilbert and Howell. Tommy Gilbert in there with Carson. Tommy quickly into a standing side headlock, and he moves around behind to bring that arm up in a hammer position. Carson, using the ropes wisely, steps over and out. Referee gets him back. Tag on Dennis Condrey. Carson leaned back, got a gentle tag from Condrey.
Have a joy baiter? That's not bad.
Here he comes.
What does that mean? I'm baiting people to, like, I want them to feel joy? What?
Hold it. Referee Jerry Calhoun
That's
saying
a good thing.
Tag.
I'll take that.
Tommy Gilbert said, let him stay. I'd love to have him in here. There's a tag. Nope. Carson comes flipping in and into the ropes. And right over the top. Beautiful by Gilbert. He moves him down into a pin position. But he wasn't able
Sorry,
to
I'll have to check because I don't want to miss
Here comes
the...
Condrey. Condrey takes that sunset flip into a count of one. But Gilbert popped the legs together, kicked his way out of it. Tag on
A
Roger
leotard.
Howell goes up with a drop kick as he catches Dennis Condrey coming off the ropes. Howell picking Condrey straight up in the air, powers him down, but Condrey immediately kicks out of it. Roger with that arm whips him in. Gilbert.
Also, I went through 7,800 videos by like looking at every single title to try to find. That's what I've got in the Boit Watch like file for people that we've watched or haven't watched. But I want to watch them, and I could not find the Juggalo girl. I thought that would be perfect for today, but I couldn't find her. I did find another clip, though, that you guys really like.
Oh, takes the tag from Howell, slams that big elbow, and Roger right back in again. Tommy came in to do what he was supposed to do. There's that side suplex. As Dennis Condrey uses the chance to tag out to Don Carson. And Roger Howell having the problem of facing.
Well, yeah, just the regular show, though. Boit Watch Live, nothing competitive.
The veteran wrestler Don Carson, who with Condrey has been most impressive in terms of being able to hold those tag belts since they got them. Tag back on Condrey. Look at Condrey turns him over as he drops him down right across his knee and then picks Howell back up. He could be setting him up for a pin.
That Juggalo girl video is one of the great what-ifs of Fusion Studios.
To be sure, there's a tag on Carson. Howell laying there as he...
No, I didn't. No, I had to record this last night. I got to record it like in real time. I don't know any other way to do it.
He was racked across the small of the back. Carson comes right back at it. We've passed the 2-minute mark. 13 minutes to go. And this one fall 15-minute time limit, Bob.
Who Done It, though, would probably... You could just run one episode, I guess. That would be easy enough. You could just download an episode and then re-upload it. These are different because like I have to do them on like a playlist.
Dennis Condrey back in, and Roger Howell makes it to the corner, makes a tag on Tommy Gilbert.
I mean, you didn't beat her out, so to speak, but you guys had similar content. But I feel like the Fusion Studios has evolved, and there's room for Juggalo Girl now, but she's nowhere to be found.
Into the corner. Gilbert caught coming out of the corner as Condrey drives that shoulder right into the midsection. He whips Gilbert across the way again. Tommy goes
wonder if there are any legendary ring
him.
rats. Of course. There was one, I don't know if they like the, I mean, you know, there was one called Biscuit in the mid-2000s. That's just what I heard. When I was on the East Coast, everybody was talking about Biscuit.
Backing down into a pin position 1, 2, and that's
I sat next to her at the, when Punk won the title. Who did he win the title from? Aries? Austin Aries, maybe? But, yeah, I was sitting next to Biscuit.
Yeah. Tommy Gilbert now with a body slam. Puts Condrey down on the mat. Carson in the corner. King of...
Has a rat written a book? But I don't think so, pal. it's different than rock and roll groupies. It's looked at differently. You know what I mean? Like Missy Hyatt or Sunny or one of the girls that had a bunch of guys.
Close enough to him for a tag.
Kinetic Kel's eliminated. There's only 8 people left. Luke West put Kinetic Kel out.
But Carson comes in without the benefit of the tag, right as Tommy went over to tag Roger Howell. Whip of Condrey into the ropes, and as he comes off, a nice drop kick from Roger Howell. We're 3 minutes now into action as referee Jerry Calhoun tolls out a 2 count, and that's all.
No, I didn't taste the biscuit. No, she was pretty good looking, to be honest, but no, I didn't.
And Roger Howell grabs Dennis Condrey.
I'm trying to remember where that one was at. I want to say that one might have been in New Jersey, but there were a lot of weird regulars at Ring of Honor.
But Carson is in there to break it up, and Gilbert comes in to stop Carson fiddling with that glove.
I picked up a guy. He drove down from Michigan. I can't remember where I picked him up at, but I picked him up, and then while I was driving out to the East Coast, and he was obsessed with Biscuit. He would sing like a song about her just randomly.
Nails Roger.
But zero. I mean, no offense to the guy if you ever see this, but you never had a chance with Biscuit. Come on, bro.
Howl from behind, and there's a cover by Dennis Condrey.
Biscuit.
3.
The ring ride.
3 minutes 42 seconds. 3:42.
I told Bethadone the other day that she said she wanted fries from McDonald's, and I told her that, and with gravy, and I told her they didn't have gravy at McDonald's in America, and I don't know if I think she was trying to like be sultry or something, but what she said was so disgusting. She goes, we don't need, we can make our own gravy, and I'm like, what? We're gonna come on the fries? Like, what? That doesn't seem like a good option.
Carson, Condrey, and Friend on the right hand of Don Carson end up the victors in that match over young Roger Howell and Tommy Gilbert, and the crowd hollering, as they normally do, about the tactics of Dennis Condrey and Don Carson. 3:42.
Look at the team, man. Did you see that teamwork?
Yeah, I saw the teamwork, all 3 of you.
Hey, man, they don't have a chance.
Yeah.
Look at Condrey.
Dennis Condrey, Don Carson, and don't forget the cousin, you understand?
Yeah, I know that cousin. We made mention of him just a moment ago.
Look at here. We're going to go down the line. We're going to get you, Robert Fuller, Billy Dundee. Hey, Jerry Lawler.
I like this guy.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Oh, I'll be right back. Hang on.
Yeah. Dennis Condrey. Hey, get that camera on both of us. On both of us. Look at that, partner. Look at that. Hey, we are the tag team champions. Will remain so from now on, man. Okay, show me something.
I want you to stay right here and take a look at a match that and let the public decide on it. Robert Fuller, Bill Dundee went against the Southern Tag Champions Condrey and Carson for a title match, and let's take a look at it.
Embarrass the people right here.
Yeah, okay, fine.
We're going to embarrass them right here.
Well, I don't know that.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Look at here. Look at here, Denny.
All right.
Hey.
Watch this, Lance Russell. Watch right here, baby.
What? Precision, man.
All right.
Precision.
Poetry in action right here.
Look at Robert Fuller.
Look here.
Look at that.
Okay, but that's immaterial right there. That's immaterial, too. What counts is at the end of the match. Who wins the match, Lance Russell? Watch this. Watch this right here.
Oh, I got him. I got him.
That's a good hold. That's a good hold he had on him right there.
Yeah, it's a good hold.
Hey, Lance, the people all over the United States has been demanding to see Don Carson and Dennis Condrey. And we are here, man. We're here. We're in action right now. Look at this. Uh-oh, here comes Billy Dundee. Dundee, you better be careful.
That's illegal.
You better be careful,
This
Dundee.
is illegal right here.
Look,
Lance Russell. Watch right here. Watch close.
I'm watching
Watch close. Watch right here, Lance Russell. This is illegal right here.
In the throat.
Dundee covers Condrey. Carson and Condrey.
I got a movie, man.
What are you doing in there?
Hey, look, you hit Robert Fuller. Always sticking his nose where it don't belong.
I can knock my partner's head off here. That's illegal. Punches are not allowed in
Look
wrestling.
here. Let me show you something. Let me show you
Look
something.
at
Look
here.
at both of
A
them.
double backdrop, Lance Russell.
Once again,
Watch here. Watch me kick out right here.
Look here. I'm mad now. I am mad right now. Look at that. I took his punch. I took another punch. But he couldn't take mine. He couldn't take
take mine. He couldn't take my fortunate. Look, 1, 2, 3. 3.
And Carson up above us here, unlacing that glove.
Hey, Lance.
Literally mean that.
Listen, the people are so happy. We are the winners. Now look, people, if you want to see the greatest, look, you are looking at it right now. Look at the belts. Hush, I'm talking. Hey, look at the championship belts, man. Look at the team.
All right, cake has arrived.
Look at all of it, man. Let's go. Let's go, Denny, all the way.
Okay, Don Carson, Dennis Condrey. Non-stop verbal assault when you get out here with Carson and Condrey. We've got more wrestling action. We're going to be taking a look at it right after we take time out for this. Star Dundee.
Was that a Halloween
conversation just a moment ago as we said the non-stop verbal assault from Condrey and Carson? These guys, they run their mouths something fierce.
Yeah, verbally, they're pretty tough, Lance. As you know, they're pretty tough. When you have to get in the ring, get on that mat right there, about all you got going for you, fellas, is Dennis Condrey as a partner, Don Carson, and that cousin that you wear on your hand, the thing you so proudly call your cousin, and I think somebody ought to do something about that instead of just letting it lay out here, hitting people with a
black glove, Lance.
We all saw it just a few minutes ago. We saw that he hit the Howard fella out here with a black glove. It's just not right, Lance. Something's going to be done about it. Carson, if we have to police the situation
and then I got,
ourselves,
like, the things you put
do
on the
something
cake.
about that glove, then that's what we'll do. But we maintain that we're going to be the champion by next week, Lance.
Billy, one of the things that I was sorry that just so happened in all the action.
Wow, look at Dundee here.
And then the particular tape that we saw on that bout that you and Robert won against Carson and Condrey.
Right over to him.
We didn't catch all of Carson out there, whatever he does with that glove. All we saw him come in there, but you felt it.
That's right.
Thing.
Lance, the black glove in itself is not the
I did. I showed the cake to the camera.
issue here. He does something. I don't know whether he's got a piece of metal that he slides up the arm and slides it back down, then he nails you with it. But Carson, let me tell you something. You had something in the glove when he hit me. I know. I still got the knot in my head. Well, you bring the black glove on down, brother, and we're going to stick it where the sun don't shine. Because without the glove, Don Carson ain't nothing.
Well, Monday night is it, and they're going to have those titles on the line again, Robert. I know you and Billy like to have them, take them away from them.
That's right. Monday night's the night, because that's the night we're going to become the champions. And
I
there's going to
liked
be a
it,
new
but I didn't think
situation
it was
around
really
here
that
concerning
star
that glove,
crunchy,
Carson.
but
Like I said, if we have to police the things ourselves and not have it taken care of, you're going
What's up, Izzy? I keep waiting to see the other ones. I'm waiting for them to get marked down.
to run around here with a black glove, son, and we'll just pull it off of you, like Dundee said, and put it where the sun don't shine. Going to be some new champions.
Yeah,
around here, and
it's
there's
just
gonna
like
be some
it's
champions
just
out
a store cake, you know. It's not like my. I already had my like official Fusion Studios party, so this is like a side quest.
I think the people are going to be proud of watching wrestle out there, and that's going to be the name of the game, Lance, is wrestling.
That is going to be great if you can do it. I'd love to see you get that glove off and put it on your hand yourself.
We can't get it Monday, we get it Thursday in Burrhead.
Okay, we'll be looking for it. All right, Billy Dundee, Robert Fuller. They're hopping up into the ring, Fuller and Dundee, and coming against them, their opponents for the day. Danny Davis, the Destroyer, and it'll be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit tag match. Introducing on the left of the screen, coming in at a total weight of 424 pounds. Introducing from parts unknown.
Wasn't the whole thing about Parbs was that Bethadone posted the video of her flashing her clam, and then Parbs like was judgy toward her, and then that made her crash out?
On the Destroyer and his partner.
Destroyer Davis versus Dundee Fuller.
Danny Davis and the Destroyer. Their opponents across the way, coming in at 240 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, Robert Fuller, and his partner from Australia, Billy Superstar Dundee. One fall, 15-minute
Well,
time
thanks a
limit
lot,
out.
Parbs. It's not like I didn't try. He didn't want anything to do with me.
Referee Jerry Calhoun.
I can't force an interview.
Here we go.
I can't even get an interview with Grace. Some people just, they don't want to,
Dundee
they're not
meeting
into
an
it.
old antagonist of his, and Danny Davis. They've had some scraps in there, and this Davis, who just took a broad arm from Dundee as he went out of the ring. Bill drawing a little reprimand from the referee for hitting as he went out of the ring. Robert Fuller into a head scissors, and Davis kicks his way out. Davis.
Fart on his
leg dive
Elvis
from
suit.
Robert,
Steve
single dive, and he
Gutenberg,
takes him
referee,
down,
might as
pulls him
well
to the
be.
corner tag on Dundee. Oh, little wishbone treatment there.
I don't really do that
Danny
ever.
Davis up and down with a body slam as Bill Dundee power drives him into that mat, but Davis gets out at a count of 2. And a mare from Dundee with Davis over. And look at him.
I mean, that's why I don't cover Lindsay Valandry. I don't really, I mean, we talk about Clarence a lot, but I don't really show a lot of Clarence clips because I don't think he really wants me to show them. I don't know. I don't really want to cover people who like don't want to be covered. Because I'm not an expose maker or whatever. I'm just the casual viewer.
Forward in there and tag his partner, the Destroyer. The Destroyer and Davis we've seen in several matches, and they've been more impressive.
Luna bailed on the last interview because she said that her, I don't know, one of her handlers got sick or something. I haven't heard an update since.
Recently, since they've had a little experience together, Dundee whirls around behind, tags Robert Fuller.
You're not sensitive. Why do you say that? The problem is you take a bunch of different substances that make you like emotionally unstable, and then you react while you're not sensitive, though. Give me a break.
Over and down goes the Destroyer. Look at Robert powering that big body slam. But when you're up there over the head of Robert Fuller, you're a long way up. Robert coming in for cover one, but that's all.
6'3", stack of bullshit, just like Harvey Freebird.
All he can get. Davis was in the ring. The Destroyer had actually gotten him kicked off just as...
Wow, F. Wood really jerking off to Steve Guttenberg and Cocoon.
Davis got there. Dundee from behind in a sleeper hole. Here we've got Robert Fuller and Danny Davis going at it.
Look, if you'll upload a video of yourself accidentally flashing your whole pussy on the internet, you're not sensitive. What do you think you were going to post it and people are going to be like, oh my God, it's the Mona Lisa. You knew, Pete, that's the point of it. You post something scandalous, people get to goon, but then also lightly judge you. That's how these transactions work, Bethadone.
I really have lost track of who the official ones in the ring. I'm not sure the referee knows. Yep. Jerry Calhoun is staying with Fuller and Davis, going around behind in an abdominal stretch, and this may be it. That's going to be it as Robert Fuller stretches out that long body around Danny Davis. And in 1 minute, 48
Bethadone is insatiable for attention.
Seconds.
There is no her cup. There's no filling up that cup.
Destroyer to sleep to keep him out of the way from interfering. Robert Fuller whipped Danny Davis into the rope, came out, grapevined himself around in that abdominal stretch, got it in there, and Danny Davis did the smart thing. When a guy as tall as Robert can get that abdominal stretch on you, boy, he can take it all the way from that left shoulder down to the right leg or vice versa, depending on which side he goes to. And it's a smart thing to go away and come back again another day.
That's why I got her to sing Never Enough for the end of the year spectacular.
Rather than trying to continue to stay in
That's
there
not,
and take
how is that
punishment
mean?
He can dish out. 148, the winners. Robert
Quit
Fuller,
being a
Bill
crybaby.
Dundee. We have more wrestling action in just a moment. Gorgeous George Jr. So if you guys will join us here while we take a look. You're looking very dapper
Oh
today,
my God, the Stomper.
Gorgeous. Let's take a look at this action. Tommy Gilbert in there, who I think maybe surprised your boy, the Mongolian Stomper, with a viciousness that he was able to come when he was hurt in there.
Well, the way I look at it,
Once
Mr.
again,
Russell,
the Stomper pounding.
the only surprise in the whole match was when Gilbert woke up at the end and found out that he had been beaten. But don't let that make you feel bad, because you can tell everybody that you had the opportunity, Gilbert, to step into the ring against the eighth wonder of the world, to be defeated.
Well, she's not doing a very good job because she keeps deleting everything. She shaved off her. Is the video of her shaving her eyebrows off even up?
This is great to even be able to step into the ring with the eighth wonder of the world.
Well, Tommy
That's.
Gilbert.
I mean, Grace is on a complete snooze right now. But still, like, Bethadone could be gaining, but she keeps deleting everything.
Stepped in there, and he gave it everything that he had to give in there. I think that some of the crowd was not exactly satisfied with the way the match ended up, and Gorgeous George Jr. took an opportunity to talk.
I once said that Bethadone has a small hole. I did not say that. She said that. She said she had a, quote, tiny hole in an interview. I didn't say that.
To some of the people out there about their conduct, which you seem
Well, you see, I don't know what it is with people. When you tell them not to do something, that's exactly what they're going to do. I told them people to please sit down in a nice way. I told them please hold down the noise in a nice way because the noise hurts the Stomper's ears. Now when his ears get to hurting, it's just like a dog that has pains. They'll go crazy.
You don't want to get a TOS thing? Well, just private them. I mean, what's the big deal? Quit acting up.
And that's exactly what he does. He just goes berserk, and I can't even control him. Well, most of the time I can, but there's times when I can't.
She didn't
control
shave
when
them?
that
Yeah,
noise
her
is
eyebrows.
excruciating like it is to his ears.
About to have a little problem when he starts threatening the referee in there, and he wisely heeded the word of the referee.
F. Wood doesn't like the they-them being used to describe a singular, but he's upset about it being used for a multiple.
Tommy Gilbert wasn't through by a long shot as he came back in to
No,
show
you
that he was
deleted the
dead
good
game and
ones
ready to
that I
go
said not
against
to delete.
Well, that's what you call real scientific wrestling, isn't it?
Small hole
Everything
confirmed.
that boy's done,
You
and I
can
call him a
confirm
boy
it
too, except
yourself
for that
if you're
drop
so
kick right
inclined.
there
I mean,
has been illegal.
plenty of
If
documentation of
that's what
said
you
hole.
people condone, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, huh?
I didn't say I condoned it. Sometimes that's what you have to do
Look at
when
there.
you're faced with certain circumstances.
Poor boy fell right out of the ring again.
I'm not
he sure
gaslighting
did.
you,
Give up
F. Wood.
his
I'm
jaw or
gaslighting
something.
everyone else against you.
Now get up there, Tommy, you little boy. You get up now. Try to get in that ring, get your faculties back together, get in there and try to defeat the Eighth Wonder, of course.
I wonder at what point they took because in '89 there's nothing between the crowd and the people. I wonder when they decided to take. I mean, this is like nothing anyway, but a clothesline. But
that's the thing to do, right, Lance?
Bout that took place in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, as the Stomper on a headbutt right there. And there's a count of three as Tommy Gilbert was the victim of what has become a situation where...
So Dave Brown must have picked up on that victim of from Lance Russell, because Dave Brown says it all the time in the 80s.
Giant right here is butting guys all over the ring everywhere that he goes. He really has been using that head, and maybe the headgear. I won't make any comment about that. I'll leave that to some of the fans.
The headgear.
Well, that's a wise decision, Lance Russell. And being we're on the part of winning, why don't we just step into the ring and just win another one?
Please
I don't know
do.
if you know this or not, but G-Thanks cut a promo on F. Wood, and it really got under his skin. That's what he's taking it out on me, and I understand that. But who he's really mad at is G-Thanks, because he got him. I mean, he got him.
A single match coming up here, the Mongolian...
And then, like I said earlier, after that, or maybe it was before, but G-Thanks in the same video veers into this super weird talk about breastfeeding off of single moms.
Stomper, the eighth wonder of the world, as described by Gorgeous George Jr., his manager. So, let's go to the ring for the introductions. This will be a one-fall 15-minute time limit bout out of Montgomery, Alabama, coming in at 226 pounds, Burrhead Jones. And his opponent coming in at 272 pounds from Mongolia, introducing the Mongolian Stomper, is presented by Gorgeous George Jr. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun. One fall.
Unfortunately, on Boyd Watch Live this week, right before her big matchup with Grace, we were short on time, so I could only give Bethadone a 40-second short.
15 minutes. And I never envy anybody who has to go in there and face the big Stomper. He is an incredible human specimen.
Small hole
very
Maxim.
Strong. Bell time, and Gorgeous
Here we
George
go.
Jr. down
Burrhead
in a,
Jones.
chair along ringside. Strange positioning. The Stomper right away with Burrhead. Pops that knee up into the midsection. Burrhead slammed into a turnbuckle. Into the ropes. And the Stomper takes him over and down.
There's that
Mongolian
pink background again.
Wires Burrhead Jones right out on the floor. Gorgeous George Jr.
It's like,
helping him
get
back
your
up
ass
into the
back
ring.
in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
no.
the Stomper immediately puts him back down on the floor. With that foot, the referee being threatened by the Stomper. And once again, Gorgeous George helping Burrhead back up off the floor.
Well, it's a very special episode, so I just picked one of your best recent shorts and put it in.
Mongolian Stomper over. pulls him up into the ring, takes him over the shoulder and down. Down and away.
Come on, ref.
Referee trying to make him let go of the hair. There you got a good look at the Mongolian Stomper. Double chop as he went at him. He got him with that cross right straight up at the throat.
You think the crowd is too close? You wouldn't like to be that close to the action?
Looked like to me. Stomps on him, 1, 2.
Yeah, we had to give all of your time this week to Caden, I'm afraid.
And he elects not to go. He elects not to go. Uh-oh, Burrhead bleeding. Mongolian Stomper, once again, with that big foot, puts him down. Picks him up in a power slam. Down goes Burrhead Jones. As the Stomper now hooks him, takes him up.
Come on, buddy, let's go. I mean,
we're at the 2-minute and 15-second mark. Mongolian.
I mean, I've only seen what we've seen here this little bit in Memphis, and then I've seen him in Smoky Mountain, and I've seen just a few random kind of not even full matches, but like clips. I don't understand this Mongolian Stomper deal. He was really over, right? Is it just because he acts crazy? Or is he like in that weird, he's in the taint where wrestling is like currently evolving, and he's like, well, I don't know, because it's only 79. I don't know when he was a big star, but I don't know. I don't really understand the allure of the Stomper.
Burrhead Jones, and this could be it. That's going to be it. He got him in a sleeper.
Well, you have to learn to play well with others, Bethadone. Caden needed a little bit of extra time, to shine.
That particular style sleeper that you are looking at right now is very close.
Wow, listen to this filth comment from ATF. I'm trying to watch wrestling, and he keeps bringing up Grace Thorpe. Stop making fun of Grace. She's Mark's dream girl. He gets a boner thinking about her chain smoking until ashes drop down to her A-cup bra in front of the uncle she married. Wow, first of all, she's not married to Uncle OPC.
So the Japanese sleeper that's used, where the wrist bone on one side is against the wrist bone on the other side and the pressure points. And the winners in 2 minutes and 32 seconds of that bout, the official winner, the Mongolian Stomper. Out of the ring, Gorgeous George Jr. and the Mongolian Stomper. And Burrhead Jones.
Cicero, get out of there.
Still in there quivering a little bit. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like he was kind of over a bunch of places, but I don't know. Maybe it's because it's not a hot angle or something. I don't know.
He went to sleep. He's completely in an oblivion, and that's really nice.
Yeah. They're trying to help him get him up out of the ring in there, where the Stomper had busted his head open and put him into a sleeper hole. Yep. Well,
let me say one thing to you, Bob Armstrong.
Oh, wow.
You made a
Bob Armstrong. Let's go.
big mistake when you didn't show up last week, right?
Yeah,
a big mistake.
Snow in the airport.
Yeah,
Everybody knows.
Snow in the airport. Well, let me say one thing to you. I've psyched up the Mongolian Stomper now, where he's really on the warpath. He'll do the same thing to you, Armstrong, that he done to this Burrhead Jones and that he done to that Tommy Gilbert last week. And oh yeah, one extra added attraction, one big treat for all you wrestling fans. Gorgeous George Jr. is going to give you a real treat. I'm going to step into the ring, and I'm going to wrestle against, what is that young
Jimmy
kid's
Golden.
name? Jimmy Golden. The little fair-haired boy that runs around just flexing his muscles, the only muscle.
I don't know if they say, I think they just say whip now, kind of. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of modern product.
Well, he's got his right here on the top of his body, and that's his head.
If you would permit me to make a comment, since Bob Armstrong is not here, he was frozen into the Atlanta airport, as everybody knows.
It was before it got upgraded.
So that Bob couldn't be here last Sunday. He will, in fact, be here Monday night, and a Mongolian Stomper is going to see something that I don't have to tell you. You know Armstrong's reputation. Here's a guy who's been called many times the uncrowned champion of the world.
Stop and think about it.
Bethadone has to go and meditate after learning about the Caden betrayal.
Big boy, look at this man right here.
the Mongolian Stomper, the eighth wonder of the world, stepping in there against
I
Bob
like the
Arnold.
lariat. I think Hogan should have used the lariat. I mean, the leg drop is great, but that should have been like a burning hammer type finisher where you hardly ever saw it except for like the big matches. But I like that. I feel like people still do clotheslines, but it used to be every once in a while you'd see somebody hit one that would like, you know, really like flip somebody over or turn them inside out. Now I feel like that sell is everywhere.
And you think Bob Arnold...
I hate that one that Hangnail Page does where he does the front flip over the rope and then does it. I don't understand that.
Strong has got a chance.
I think Punk tried to do it too, didn't he? Who does it? Doesn't somebody? Oh, Logan Paul does it in WWE.
Get a monkey on him. When he puts the claw on you, Bob Armstrong, it'll be all over with. It's bye-bye.
The best Canadian ever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things. It's just the generational thing. But I feel like I'm pretty open to a lot of old stuff that's not from my era.
The frozen ground country. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, all I can tell you is it's going to be interesting to see the bout get together, because I think you're going to find that it is not going to be the pushover that Mr. Gorgeous George Jr. presents it to be when he goes against Bob Armstrong. There he goes, the winner, Mongolian Stomper, and Gorgeous George Jr.
No, I remember that.
We'll see the big about the two-ring battle.
Was that from his book? I'm pretty sure that he said that in his book.
Royal, the two-ring triple chance.
The Axe Bomber.
Battle Royal.
What about the Axe Wound Bomber?
A couple of the guys that were interested in it, Bill Dundee and Robert Fuller, got together to talk about it. They had an interesting conversation about what I think is one of the most fascinating styles of wrestling matches there is. The double-ring triple chance battle royal. Let's listen to Bill and Robert.
Last week we spoke a little bit about
this is
the
great.
Battle Royal, and I felt that we would take this opportunity. I have Robert Fuller here and Bill Dundee to discuss the Battle Royal. Robert is fortunate enough that he was the winner of the world's biggest, most prestigious Battle Royal to this date. He won the $15,000 Battle Royal in the Omni in Atlanta. Bill is a veteran of...
I always got Clam on the mind.
Royals, and I wanted to take an opportunity here to talk about it and explain it to the fans. It's a big event. We're trying to put one together. And Robert, to start off with, if I could get you just to tell the people more or less how it works.
Yeah, actually it's a pretty simple procedure. You have two rings, and that's where you get the two-ring triple chance battle royal. But if you can visualize two rings,
there you go.
Hands, a ring one here and a ring two, you'll
listen to how like relaxed Fuller is here. Isn't this crazy? Like compare his 79 run here to what he was like in 89, where he was like a force of nature, just non-stop, constant promoing on everybody.
Visualize how
he's got to be babyface here, right?
The chances take place. The first chance, last two men left, and
he probably did have a tremendous amateur background. That's why Stu liked him.
Ring one, and the last two men left in ring two initiate the third chance. That means that they'll have a tag match, as you well know, and the winners of that tag match will then
should go back to using coke
the profits of whatever's involved in the thing. And I understand that in the battle royals that are upcoming, they're going to be quite awesome.
Yeah, well, to make it a little bit interesting,
aren't we ready just to legalize it anyway?
Put it all together and have a $10,000 or $20,000 prize, which if we can go for the $20,000, it would make us the biggest battle royal in the world that we've ever had. But y'all were having a little conversation before Mike got you.
Hey, Luna. Hey, can you give us an update, Luna, on your interview? Some people were asking about it. I know you don't like to talk about yourself, but would you mind catching us up?
Here with the camera, and I thought it was real interesting. Bill, if you'll kind of go over that conversation. Robert.
Look at the camera. No. You don't want him to look at the camera. The camera is an interloper here. This is this is business. They're not performing. They don't want to give that kind of a vibe with this promo.
Has a different view on the strategy of a battle royal, and he was successful in Atlanta and the Omni, and from the way y'all are talking and have things laid out, I think you'll be successful again. Would you explain Robert's strategy as to how it relates to you two.
Well, what he told me, Jerry, was he said most guys, and I was guilty of this too, go into the battle royal just fending for themselves. He said, Bill, in this kind of thing, there's got to be two guys going in there thinking.
It's just woven into my lore. I'm the Gooner King of the Boyd.
There's one. He said, now we're going to try and be the champions, the tag team champions for the belts, right? I said, yeah. He said, so if we go in there and we be a team, Robert Fuller and Bill Dundee thinking there's one guy, we could stand a better chance. It's a lot easier two guys taking one guy and dumping him over the top rope.
Ripping blood farts.
Dump one guy over. So he said, if we stick together as a team, he said, I believe we can win this thing. So that's what we're going to do.
I wouldn't do that in that white Elvis suit. Look at Jerry Jarrett here.
So in other words, Robert, to start out with, while it's a triple chance and there's 15, 20, 30 men in the ring, you and Bill, I presume, are going to start out as a team.
That's right. If anybody, or my thinking on the thing, anybody that figures they're going to go in a triple chance battle royal with two rings and win that thing by themselves, they're wrong right off the bat. You've got to have a partner. You're going to wind up with a partner, and that partner better be compatible with what you're thinking. I think that's been Bill's problem, that he's wound up with a few partners like Valiant or this guy or that guy that wasn't thinking just like him, and it was quite impossible to go in there and get their heads together against two guys who are really serious about winning 10 or 15 or even,
Man, I
like
love
you
this
said,
fucking
possibly $20,000.
So
it's something
good.
where Bill and I were going to have to go in, just stand back to back. If one of us loses and gets thrown over into that second ring, it's a good chance you'll see the other one just jump right over the rope and go in with him, because we got to stay together. If we wind up with a partner that we're non-compatible with, then it's going to be more or less impossible to win an event like this. The $20,000, like you said, gives you the edge, because guys will be quick to say, well, you know, 10 grand, I'll do most anything. So there you might.
Oh my gosh, that's one of Wings of Redemption's catchphrases. For $10,000, he'll do just about anything.
Who would be compatible when they normally wouldn't, but that's what makes it exciting, really. But Bill and I, we plan to cut down on the excitement by going all the way through this thing, staying in.
I'm not sure ATF Media knows who Jeremy is. Jeremy's kind of, I think he only knows the Boyd people that I watch.
Ring one, if possible, or both of us winding up in ring two, making the team that's going to win the thing, Jerry.
All right, let me ask you this, because I know in your particular situation...
yeah, Dundee, king of the rats,
Professor
for sure.
Tanaka has been a thorn in your side. The first thing he did was he cost...
Bethany Clinic would not have a good time with Robert Fuller, what with her tiny holes and all.
You, the Southern Tag Championships. You won them, and because of him... not wanting
it's
to
not
be
a
your
chillum.
partner,
It's just a one hitter.
You had to forfeit those belts. The other thing, of course, he is the Southern champion by default, in that your brother had some personal problems, couldn't show up for the title match, and he was handed that Southern Heavyweight Championship. So the reason I'm making this point, I know that Tanaka is not one of the 10 most likable men that you have on your list.
Not on my list. No.
Now let's just assume that the best laid plans of mice and men often don't work out. I know that you and Bill are going to try.
Wait, are you saying that Grace is going to kiss ass, or that I'm going to kiss Grace's chain-smoking, uninteresting ass?
And if something were to happen to
Let me
Bill,
tell you
got
something.
Eliminated from ring
Tough
two
guy.
Also, and you were left, and Tanaka was left in ring two, and there were two other men in ring one.
Now the price is 20.
A lot of money by anybody.
Nose aligning with Grace would be a risky proposition, given her kind of open hygiene issues.
What do you do in that kind of situation?
Well, I try to.
I don't
please
grind. I
number
just
one
pick it off the
in
bud.
that situation, and what's going to please me most is I'm out. I wouldn't enter in this event.
That's why my desk is like a mess.
Opportunity to win one half of that money, $10,000 you're talking about, and I'd take Tanaka as a partner, and I'd try to win the thing. As far as trying to team up with Tanaka and win another title, we can forget it. But as far as getting in this tournament and expecting to win this
You don't see
I
the
hope to
appeal
go
of
through it
Grace.
with
That's
Bill.
fair.
I know Bill hopes to go through it with me. But either way, one of us guys hopes to come out with that money, and we're going to try to do it.
All right, Bill, let me ask you the same question, because to me, this is the interesting aspect of the Triple Chance Battle Royal. Anything can take place. Any combinations can take place. If one of your arch enemies, we in the wrestling business, we wrestle opponents.
Well, obviously Grace knows I'm alive. She doesn't care that I'm alive. but she knows that I exist.
And sometimes we aren't particularly fond of them, but we don't really hate them. In a situation,
I'm a reporter. What do I
one
care?
of your arch enemies ended up as your partner. Would you go ahead for that one match and wrestle with him for the $20,000, $10,000?
Well, Jerry, anybody that said that they wouldn't, I think.
I love this segment. It's so good. It's so intimate and like serious.
Lindy, because this is why we're going to the wrestling profession in the first place, was to make money.
Whoever was running that fucking thing when VP was talking, the weed whackers running it here now.
And this, if Robert and I both get through, it'll be my biggest payday in any one given night. $10,000. That's half of 20, right? So if it was the Stomper, if it was anybody at all,
what's up, Scott?
Yeah, I would sign the contract for one night. I wouldn't want to go further than one night, but I would be trying that night for sure.
Yeah. That's what makes it the greatest event in all the world.
Yeah, it sure is, and I'm looking forward to it. And I know it would be a big event to sit down and plan something in your mind and go through and have it all work out and then win it. It would be mighty.
I report the facts. Boyd Watch Live is literally just like it's a news show. It's just we're going to check in with so-and-so. We present it with all context and everything. So it's a documentary.
Gratifying as well as a nice payday. So I hope it works out for you.
Yeah,
I hope that
I
the
hate
fans
wings.
better understand what a triple chance battle royal is, and I know
he still made $3,000 in donations. Like that's last month. I saw Lummox posted the things. That's crazy. Who's giving this guy $3,000 a month?
Forward to the big event.
Absolutely.
Particularly interesting aspect in that it is a tag rather than a single triple chance.
Don't get me heated.
That was an exciting match. We'd like to see some action from it. Professor Tanaka, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, defending against Jimmy Golden when Bob Armstrong was unable to be at a match due to inclement weather at an air.
Commentary, though, typically follows trends. My content is in the opposite direction. It's the opposite direction of trends. Plus, commentators usually have like a, it turns into more of like an op-ed.
Airport, let's look at it. I don't know that we're...
Like, have you seen the other? Have you watched? Shabatoni is kind of unique in that's it's more of a, it's atypical of clip channels, but like if you look at most of the coverage of the people that we watch, it becomes immediately evident like how much of a drastic difference there is in tone.
We're going to have time for any of the Southern Tag title match. Jimmy Golden battling for all he's worth to stay in there with Tanaka on this Southern Heavyweight title match. There's that grab again standing. Look at Tanaka. And Jimmy Golden doubled over in the corner right up above our camera. Whoa. Wicked chop. Whip. Tanaka was going with a double.
Or the perfect way to see the difference is to look at my VP content and then look at her other, like, whatever you want to call them, A-loggers, clippers, whatever.
Chop on and Jimmy caught him with a stretched out drop kick. Beautiful. He nails Tanaka.
Stretched out drop kick.
Jimmy Golden pounded away. Catches him in the midsection, and boy, did he double him over. Oh, beauty. He hit him with a combination fist. Broad arm right in the midsection. Pounds him on the back. Jimmy Golden making a move. Referee warning him about using the fist. And Golden fires out of that side
I'll be right
headlock.
back. I gotta find
Referee
another lighter.
Paul Morton goes down. Tanaka right out of the corner. A jab. Tanaka moves in on Jim Golden. The crowd hollering at something again. It looked like Tanaka may have been going to his tights. Golden is choking. He obviously had him somewhere around the throat. Jimmy, now we can see it. He goes to the string in his tights. has it well covered from the referee, and Jimmy Golden gasping for air as the referee trying to get around that block that's Tanaka's shoulders. Once again, Tanaka pulls Golden down and wraps that string around him, covers it up with his arm in what looks like a reverse face lock, and the referee having a heart. He's going to call for a disqualification. He caught him. Tanaka will not let loose as he has that string around Golden's throat. Here comes Buzz Sawyer, Bill Dundee, and Tanaka takes to the side of the ring. Jimmy Golden, beaten, hammered, came back, really unleashed a great drop kick on Tanaka. Tanaka, however, resorted as he went down. We could see him, not the first time, but the second time, right at our camera. He pulled that string out of his tights, was choking Golden, and finally the referee caught him and disqualified Tanaka. The time was 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Okay, Jimmy ended up winning that one by disqualification over Professor Tanaka, and that's a good win any way you get it. Tanaka, who we have not seen that much of, heard about Tanaka a long time, and by golly, he's some kind of tough guy. Okay, we're going to be back right after we take time out for intermission.
Sorry, it took me a minute to find some,
to be in Tupelo,
find a
Mississippi,
lighter.
and I did not make it down there last night, but I will be there this coming Friday. Robert Fuller and myself will be there for a big Texas death match in Tupelo. I wanted to mention that. And also, I wanted to say hello to a lot of people that some fine folks that I got to see last Sunday.
Some
over
fine
Johnson
feathered
Care,
fellows.
I judged a beauty contest, and the winner was Crown the Queen. She was, I think, 80.
Who, Tanaka? Isn't it the same? Is it the same Tanaka that was in the tag team with Fuji back in the day? I've seen a lot of that, but that's because I've seen a ton of, like, arena shows, WWF arena shows.
9 years old, lovely little lady, and it was a lot of fun, so I want to say hello to all of those folks. Now, you want to talk about Monday night and Tora Tanaka.
Tora Tanaka, the Southern Heavyweight Champ. I had a chance to talk to him a little bit earlier, and if you would, I'd like for you to stay here and listen to what this big Japanese wrestler had to say in terms of his championship.
Okay.
Japanese wrestler had to say in terms of his championship.
Okay.
And listen to what this big Japanese wrestler had to say in terms of his championship.
Okay.
We have not had the opportunity to interview the new Southern Heavyweight Champion, Professor Tora Tanaka. We'd asked him once before, and that was after he and Robert Fuller had won the Southern Tag Team. He refused to come back and wrestle with him, but he did win the Southern Heavyweight title match, or title, and he will be putting that on the line against a guy who has held the title longer than anybody. That's next Monday night, Jerry the King Lawler.
Let me first say this to Mr. Lawler if he's watching monitor. Mr. Lawler, you are an ex-king. I am a king, number one. You are past king. You're no more champion.
I am king. What did he say? I am king number one. You are past king.
You're no more number one king. I am the king now. All ex-kings.
He wasn't Odd Job. Oh, I'm thinking of.
Title again. But you.
I'm thinking of. Was it Joe San that was the fake Odd Job?
I'm going to make you ex-king. You wait and see.
Professor Tora Tanaka, the Southern Heavyweight Champion. When he's through with an interview, he's.
I don't think Lawler's impressed.
I have a lot to say, but that didn't keep him from talking, did it? Yeah. You know, and I couldn't really hear exactly what I said, but I've heard through the grapevine some of the things that he's been saying. I know one thing that he's got in mind. You know, I think he says that. I'm sure that he is well versed in martial arts. He thinks he's a big karate and judo champion, and he has said that there's no way that anybody with a broken hand is going to be able to stand up to a black belt in karate. Well, what we're going to find out, you know, he says he's the champion, but to me, he certainly hasn't convinced me that he's a champion. He hasn't beaten anybody. He didn't beat Ron Fuller to win the belt. You know, the belt was handed to him. Right. He didn't beat Jimmy Golden last week. He hadn't beaten anybody, and he's walking around calling himself the champion. Well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the last person that won that title was Austin Idol. Because Ron Fuller didn't beat Austin Idol. If the truth was known about that, I won the belt for Ron Fuller by distracting Austin Idol. That's how he got the belt. Then Tora Tanaka, he gets the belt handed from Ron Fuller over to him. Now, I've beaten Austin Idol. We got him out of my hair finally. He's gone for good, I hope. Now we got Tora Tanaka, who's calling himself a champion. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Tanaka. You call me the ex-king if you want to. Well, you can ask anybody around this town who the king is, and they're going to tell you it's me right here. And if you think I'm the ex-king, you just come down there Monday night, and you're going to find out. The only thing that's going to be an X in that Mid-South Coliseum Monday night is going to be you. You're going to be the ex-Southern heavyweight champion. We're going to get that belt back around my waist where it belongs, where it rightfully belongs, Mr. Tanaka, and we're going to just see how well this cast can stand up against that martial arts, and I think it's going to do pretty doggone well.
We'll look at it. That'll be coming up Monday night.
Martial arts
down there,
versus
Jerry, and we're going to see him back in action trying to get his belt back. We got young Mike Stallings, who will be making his first appearance in quite some time on Studio Wrestling, and we'll get to him in just a moment. The expiration of time, introducing
Rick
on the
Miller
left of the screen, coming in at 246 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, introducing Rick Miller. Rick Miller. His
oh, cool. I like his shirt that says Rick Miller on the back
Atlanta,
of it.
Georgia, weighing in at 233 pounds. Introducing Mike Stallings. Stallings. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun, a one-fall 15-minute time limit, and bell time. We're off and running.
Oh,
Haven't
man,
seen Mike in months, as a matter of fact. Mike was around the area and was on TV Studio Wrestling.
What about Dick
A
Togo?
couple of times, but haven't seen him in quite some time. As a matter of fact, here, we did see a match that Mike had with Bob Orton Jr. in Knoxville, Tennessee, and let me tell you, boy, this guy has really come along. Look at that fine move. Hooks the leg, scissors him down straight forward, moves up behind, and bars that arm back towards the back. Rick Miller, a little weight advantage. Mike taller. He moves, side suplex. Bam, a beauty. He really rattled him down. Mike Stallings with that side suplex on Rick Miller. Miller back up, around, looking. Referee Jerry Calhoun, single leg dive, takes him over, drops with the upper arm. Rick Miller down on the deck as Mike Stallings holding on tight to that leg. Ooh, little hair pulling. The referee says break it up. Stallings finds a way to break it up. We're a minute into the action in a one-fall expiration of time bout. Mike Stallings, Rick Miller pulled to the ring apron.
Come on, Mike, get him out of the ropes.
The referee says back up, Mike, and he gives him a good clean break. Miller back up to the center of the ring. Stallings looking for a spot to go. He hadn't really gone for a pin situation. He tried to switch in behind him there, had a nice move, but Miller swung around. But see how Stallings adjusted? Took him over and down, got a one count.
I feel like Mike Stallings, from the way he wrestles, he must have a pretty tremendous amateur background.
The Miller is back up on his feet and to the center of the ring once again. Minute and a half into action as Mike Stallings, with his back to your living room, takes Rick Miller down. Nice, rolls him over. Right shoulder is up. He'll never get a count out of that. Mike goes into the leg now, seeing that he doesn't have both of them down. A little punishment outside with that toe hold. He goes.
You guys know anything about Mike
really
Stallings?
That thing outside.
Is he just a job guy, but they're going to put him over because they have time or something?
Any calcium deposits, which a lot of athletes have on their knees, will really wear you out when that toe hold is taken to the outside. Up under the ropes again. Stallings and Miller back to the center of the ring. Mike comes in. Whoa, hooks it heavy on that head.
Cravat.
Miller grabs the hair and pulls Stallings back into the ropes. It'll call for another break.
Oh, come on,
Miller,
ref.
2.5 minutes in, takes a shot from Mike Stallings. A little irritated about the hair pulling, and he's explaining to the referee, you tell him to stay out of my hair and keep the fist open, and I'll do the same. To the center of the ring, Mike Stallings and Rick Miller.
Which man's body do you prefer, though, F. Wood? Rick Miller here, or Steve Guttenberg in Cocoon?
In action, Mike wheels that arm up. Puts Margaret on it as he drops down with the upper arm on Rick Miller's shoulder. Miller, that left arm, a little limp right now where Stallings has been working on it.
Little limp.
He has Miller between a rock and a hard place at 3.5 minutes into this final bout of action. As Mike Stallings drops again on that arm. Rick Miller has not been able to mount any kind of offensive against Stallings. Mike, with a knee lift, puts Miller down in the center of the ring.
Fart on his calcium deposits.
Arm drops down on him. Stallings dominant through the first 4 minutes of action. Picks Miller up. Howard
Let's hope this is the last
the
minute of action.
1, 2,
Thank you.
Okay, 4 minutes, 2 seconds. Mike Stallings. First appearance in quite some time on TV5 Studio Wrestling. Comes through with a 4-minute and 2-second victory over heavier Rick Miller. Miller just could not get it going. Stallings used enough speed to keep him off balance and continually was able to reverse.
So in other words, you could say that he got stalled
coming out, the
by
victor
Stallings.
in there is Mike Stallings.
See you later, Mike. All right, this one's from June of the same year. This one might be quieter. Whoa, right out of the gate. Cat out the bag.
Picked him up, body slam. Hey, Ken got him by the hair right there.
I think what he was doing just helping him out.
Montgomery comes back with a good forearm now.
Now look, now there, see, look. See, now Montgomery's got his fist up.
Well, Ken, on that previous exchange, had his fist doubled up. It looked like
Well, I've told Ken, if a man wants to wrestle fair, wrestle fair. If you don't, give him what he gives him.
Oh, Ken nails Montgomery. Maybe forgetting a little of the rules in there. Dallas Montgomery drop kicks him out of it.
Dallas
He
Montgomery.
caught Ken a good one right there. Ken kind of inviting him back, put one to the midsection there, and I don't think that was a forearm. Whoa, misses the elbow. Montgomery rolls out of the way. Dallas Montgomery goes in for the cover, and he starts down. Hey, come on, buddy.
Wow, nose alignment content. Who's this up in the ring?
Dallas Montgomery has Ken Wayne down, and Buddy
That's
Wayne for
Ken Wayne?
Hey, come on.
Ken Wayne of Championship Wrestling USA fame?
Okay, good. Dundee comes out and pulls Buddy Wayne off. Tommy Gilbert out and gets Ken Wayne off of Dallas Montgomery.
Do I still want to be editor? Yeah, I still want to be editor.
Me. Dallas bleeding.
But to be clear, I was just giving you a hard time. You have your regular segment. I was just fucking with you about Caden. So don't give me editor if you're only doing it to try to push Caden out, because I made that up.
That is no excuse in that. Buddy, I just want to tell you, you embarrassed me. Now, we brought him out here, and that's an embarrassing situation on this.
Well, let me tell you, I'm not embarrassed.
I'm sorry, I don't appreciate it.
That boy is bigger than Ken. He is older than Ken.
And
he started that first.
Hey, fat boy.
Hey, don't call me fat boy, Tommy.
Don't call me fat boy.
Fat boy. Don't you ever lay a hand on my kid just like you did to
Hey,
Dallas.
that boy is older and bigger than Ken and a lot more experience.
What do you mean, man? That guy's only 19 years old, and your son is 20, and he's got just as much experience as anybody else is. Okay. And I'm telling you, if Dallas's dad was there, he'd probably put a knot on your head.
Well, okay, Tommy.
This guy's dressed like Peter Griffin.
Let me tell you, this stuff guy's come up with more experience, bigger than Ken. It's not right,
Actually, he's
man.
dressed like Lois, I
Tommy's
guess.
the fine one to say something. Every time last week I saw him, when he was little, punk kid wrestling, he was in that ring the same way.
Beth's position in Boyd Watch Live is very secure. Her position in the tournament, however, very tenuous. As all of them are. We're down to the last 8. Everybody left is a Powerball player.
Okay, buddy, I just don't appreciate it. We're going to take time out. We'll be back in just a moment.
They're so relaxed in this club.
Roundup herbicide by Monsanto.
Everybody is replaceable. True, but you can't all, well, as we found with Grace when we did when I had my Grace placement arc, you can't replace some people, but as Moneyball teaches us, you can replace them in the aggregate. So that's what you have to do.
Wrestling. I'm going to bring out a guy right now that I think
that way, if Bethadone ever retires or falls off, we'll have Caden prepped and ready to go, you know.
Most all of you remember he is not wrestling here today, but he did ask to be back up.
All right, I'll send it to you on Discord.
Have always tried to talk to him when he is here. We're talking about Sonny King, who is back. Sonny is still under suspension in this area, and he is unable to wrestle.
I'll send it to you between streams.
But Sonny, back with us. And
I came here to straighten up all of the crooked stuff you got around here. Number one, you know as well as I do that you people been messing me around. I petitioned all of the commissions and the whole bit to reinstate me back in the Tennessee. But I understand everybody else can do it, but they won't let Sonny King back because I am a definite threat. You know that. Everybody on this whole area knows that. Because Lance, but I'm putting together. You could ask anybody anywhere in the
Memphis
South.
Memphis has the best studio show.
I am putting together a movement.
I mean, I'm definitely enjoying it. I think Mid-South had it, but I don't know if you consider it a studio show per se. But I mean, kind of, I think it was. They were always in the same place.
To take over professional wrestling
the boys
in the United
club.
States, period. Okay, wow. It's not a force-say thing, nothing. Lance, I am a businessman.
Oh, she has her match against Grace next week.
I'm here to make an offer to Lawler, to Dundee, to Marlon, to you, everybody else. Whatever you owned in Tennessee, if you want to sell it, I got people would buy. Eventually, I'm going to come back to Tennessee and take over professional wrestling. Lance, I'm doing it all over the country. Read all the national magazines and you'll find out that is true. Lance, I am going to redo wrestling in this area, and I'm going to do it right here on your show. Okay? Well, you know, right here on your show.
Lance, can you imagine being able to go to see this live every week for free, first of all, but then and it just went on forever. Through some people's entire lives, there was live Memphis wrestling every week, until they were old.
And every time I come out here, I said I'm bringing people. And
who won yesterday? Ben Thorpe eliminated Luke West, and the world teacher James Edward Holden eliminated Jedi Joy, in what was probably the most D-Gen Fusion Studios collection of content ever from the heel bracket of the tournament.
Putting things together, and you and everybody else stand there. And when I come back, he says, I didn't think you had it together. Lance, I got it together. I came right out here and made Lawler look like a fool after he beat me and a loser leave town. I did it on national TV, did I not?
Well,
did I not?
You're not wrestling there, Sonny. Okay.
Did I not beat Lawler out here on TV?
Okay, well, I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, Lance.
Okay, that's in the past.
I want to do something real nice. I want to do something really nice. Come here, Pete.
Okay, we have not seen Pete Austin before. Well, he's a big one.
I want to introduce you to a man that will represent Sonny King.
Here we go.
I may be absent physically, but mentally, I will always be here, and he will represent me physically.
I think Bethadone versus Grace is going to come down to I think the main angle I'm going to approach it from is to judge it heavily on quality of Friend Simulator content. Because I think both of them excel at that type. Grace doesn't do it as often anymore, but like that's one of her strong suits.
We are going to cost you people more trouble in this area than you've ever had before. No, don't fish.
Starting all again.
He doesn't have to, Lance, nobody have to respect you or nobody else here. It's one job to do, and I'm going to bring in more people. Every time you
I like
come
that
around, there's
outfit.
going to be people and more people. Lance, I'm getting things together, and I'm going to fill this area up with the type of people that I need to take this area up. Whether you reinstate me or not, or the commission reinstate me or not, when you wake up, Lance, I'm going to walk
You
in and
like
it's gonna be all
Beth with
mine.
no eyebrows? She looks like a lunatic.
Sonny, we don't have anything to do with the reinstatement. You do not wrestle. You have not been reinstated. Pete Austin does, and it's time his opponent's in the ring, and
Lance,
we'll get a look at him.
We shall treat you to the biggest. You thought LeDuc was a strong man.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you, Lance. I'm going to show you. So just sit back and relax. And
Let's
let
be
me
real, F. Wood. If you had the visual aesthetic of this man, you would you would be showing it off on cam. You wouldn't be a camless channel.
handle this part of the show.
You don't hide this kind of
I'm
fashion.
going to turn it over to Dave for the introductions of.
Is he
of the
smoking or has he got a
upcoming
sucker?
bout
I
here.
think he's got a
We'll
sucker.
have a chance to see Pete Austin in action as Big Pete climbs up there. Boy, he is a large one. There's no question about that. Austin in there with his opponent. Dave, how about the introduction?
It'll be a one.
There he is.
Full 15-minute time limit match. Introducing
Daninsky, where are you, buddy? He made it.
from Jackson, Tennessee at
Dave's here.
260 pounds, Bub Smith. And going against him from Boston at 285 pounds, Pete Austin. This match is going to be a one-fall 15-minute
I thought
time
you
limit
meant
match.
you was
Referee
dressing
is
up
Jerry
like,
Calvin.
what's his name? Sonny King.
Waiting for Austin to get the T-shirt off. And referee Jerry Calhoun calls for the bell. We
Reminds
are
me of,
underway.
remember that guy, Goliath?
Pete Austin against Bob Smith.
Bob Smith.
Sonny, you can't be at ringside. No.
Austin with the headlock on Bob Smith.
The King rooks on.
Austin.
Dave, you've been a
I gotta be honest, Tony Yeoman's diet is ruining his channel. I mean, I know it's healthy. He needs, God bless him if he wants to get healthy or whatever, but it is ruining the channel. Like, it is the meals just, it's all like, there's very few things anymore that I see it and I'm like, oh, I've got to see that. Like, there was like maybe one this week and that was about it. But all the food is kind of samey, and I don't know. It's just not really the same.
Gentlemen, I'll sit here with you. Lance Russ and I have no conversation because I know what the conspiracy is here. Sonny, but like I've said many times,
They'll fake running him over, and then they'll refuse to go and check underneath of the RV to see if it was him. They'll send a drone down, and then they'll have OPC drive over and check.
time and time before.
It'll be like a 2-day, 48-hour stream.
I have no reason to come all the way back here alive. I brought Pete Austin here for one reason and one reason alone. To set the pace. Merely to set the pace for other people. He's got more friends that's going to come in, and they're going to join him. When they do, Dave, you're going to get it. Regardless of what you've been seeing or what you got here, you got nothing to offer compared to what I'm going to bring in this area.
What's this guy
Pete
got?
Austin is
Nothing.
just one example. There'll be more and more and more. You're going to have the best talent in this part of the country, right here in Memphis. I'm going to bring them here because you people got something I want. And the only way I can get it is by taking it.
Slide your hand up his ass crack. Oh, now that's kind of a low blow, isn't it, ATF? Bringing up the time that Grace Thorpe had her ass crack assaulted by Craig Cooley.
I have one way to get it, and I can do it, Dave. I've done it before, and I
That's
will
kind of
continue to do
tasteless,
it.
honestly.
Okay?
A young woman having her ass cracked, sexually abused.
Austin is he's having things his way so far against Bub Smith. Smith body slam. Austin dropping down on him. Smith. Oh.
There you go.
Austin sits down on him. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Time expired. Time doesn't
Just a little bit, Dave. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's nothing. There is going to be people coming here that's going to.
I mean, I like this, but I think it's like there's still like way more wrestling than promos. Like the ratio is just kind of. I mean, in the 80s, there was so much more promos, but I don't know. I'm interested to see how it plays out. Like whether it's super gradual or it just happens.
Last Russell show today. Mark my word for it. Put it on this piece of paper and keep it with you, Dave.
Sonny, Pete Austin has won the match. The time on it was 2 minutes, 8 seconds. Pete Austin, the winner, over Bub Smith. With commentary by Sonny King. Again, the time on it was 2:08. Oh, Austin.
Don't bully my parasocial relationship with Grace Thorpe.
To see him pick Bub Smith, who is a big guy, up and slammed him in there.
Yeah, he's rugged. No
That kind of an attitude that you have, that's what's fueling the male loneliness crisis, ATF Media.
Big guy. Okay, there's Sonny King's messenger of destruction. Pete Austin with a win over Bub Smith.
Man, look at Dave Brown dressed like a televangelist.
We got more wrestling action coming up, and we'll be back to it in just a moment. Bill Dundee and the great Welshman Tony Charles. You got to see this one.
Did Craig Cooley appear on screen? I don't know. That's before my time, unfortunately, and I didn't go back and watch the archives at the time. So until then all of a sudden it was too late.
Love it. What great wrestling.
Women are not trophies, chat. That's not up to you to decide for everybody.
This is one we've been waiting for. One fall, 30-minute time limit bout. On the left, you're looking at the former British Empire champ. He's on the right now and down on the deck at the moment. That's how fast the action's going to be. Tony Charles.
Tony
and his
Charles.
opponent, the great competitor out of Australia, Superstar Dundee. Referee Paul Morton, and boy, what a match this one should be. I got to tell you.
Finally, Paul Morton. Now we're going to get some good refereeing.
Have experienced the same thing, and that is the fact that they've always given away size. They are about the same size. Dundee and Tony Charles. Charles, tremendous physical condition. Dundee always has kept himself in shape. They're working on the wrist lock. It's going to be that kind of a battle. Don't go away. You'll see one of the great ones right here. 30 minutes may not be enough for these guys.
Oh, 30 minutes?
Dundee back on his feet, but
no.
Charles hanging with a wrist in there. Hooked around, takes him down, covered one, and he gets up and backs. He knew he didn't have it.
Guys, if they play the whole 30 minutes, I feel like the Bill Dundee, Tony Charles 30-minute Iron Man match is going to be a all-timer.
What a respect for each other. This is going to be that kind of a match. Man, I'll tell you what. Call a friend, because let me tell you, you got plenty of time. Here's
Officer Sanchez, there's a great wrestling match on.
Charles Dundee out. Back right up at it, looking at him. This one was worth a trip from a lot farther away. I made about 100 and something miles, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people here from further than that to see Bill Dundee, Tony Charles, beautiful. Right into a head scissors. Dundee hangs him. Keeping his shoulders loose in there. Dundee trying to hang. He's looking for an advantage on it. He's got it at the moment with a head scissors. Charles moves around. Billy trying to hold the head down. Tony Charles applying the pressure. We're 3 minutes and 15 seconds into action right at the moment.
27 minutes left.
Match. Charles with the feet separated. He's ready to come up and move out of it. Billy back down, trying to hold that head in position, but Tony makes it loose. He goes with it. Could move for a Boston Crab. Could be a tough time to do it. Trying to turn him. Billy scooting on it, making it hard. He went the opposite way. Tony's moving him now. And he got both feet around him and turned him. Super move. Tony almost had him moved into the Boston Crab position. But Dundee moved.
Dundee
him
calling,
with, the feet,
oh,
took him
with
over,
Tony Charles?
Right
Oh, you mean in the
feet,
actual
ready
ring.
to do it again.
Please
Dundee
stop using
back up
insider
behind.
terms.
Set arm, takes it. Dundee
This is a kayfabe
pressures
channel.
to the mat. Tony biding his time. Dundee hooking the arm, trying to maybe move him for a pin position. No way he's going to get a submission. Rolls him over. Beautiful. One, and that's all, and Dundee's out. Uh-oh.
Dundee was great on Jerry Springer, too, remember?
Double leg drop. Dundee surprised him, came in. But Tony now in position. He's watching him. He's caught.
He came out and told his son that he was gonna stop pimping out his wife.
Dundee trying to move him. Taking him over. Tony resisting with those shoulders in there. Dundee trying to step over. You see the block by Charles. Beauty. Billy started to step over for the Crab, and Tony blocked him, kept him out again. And once again, Dundee. Oh, all the way over. Oh, man. Are you believing it? What a move on both parts. No sooner did he have him down than Dundee was back on his feet. Leg dive. Tony Charles takes it inside. Goes underneath the leg. Hook.
I can hear some either high or drunk trad girls.
Over the arm. Bars it with his own wrist. Has the toe down, and Dundee trying to figure a way loose. Tony has him up tight. May not be easy. Billy
Can we watch what?
Tony
Oh, the Jerry
up tighter
Springer?
to keep it on him. Oh, he's making him feel it right now.
I'm trying to remember.
Tony
I think we tried
now
once.
with
I don't
Dundee
remember if it
over
worked or
on his
not.
stomach. Tony with the toe hold, catches it in his body, looks for another position. He could go with a chin lock. He could move a lot of things. Takes Dundee, rolls him one, and Billy kicks out of it. Beautiful use of the legs. Tony comes up with the legs now. Right back at the ropes, and Tony walks it away. I got to give him a hand, too. Super move by two great wrestlers. Dundee going after him. Almost got him. Oh, and he's over and down. Billy went in there for that leg dive. Tony blocked him by moving on it, and Dundee kept pushing. Now it's Charles. Uses that leg to take him over and pops him down. I hate to take a minute away from this, but we're 6 minutes and 32 seconds into the match.
24 minutes remaining.
It's a one fall 30. We're going to hang with it for just a few minutes. I can't leave it. Don't you stations go away. I don't think we're going to have one short 1 minute fall here, my friend. So we're probably going to take a break in the middle of it. We'll hang with it right now. Both guys fresh, and they are really going at it great. What a match. We need to hold this one in the archives, man.
You got it, Lance.
Knew it was going to be when I heard the pairing of Dundee and Tony Charles.
Well, he's really
Dundee
putting it
taking
over,
around,
man.
comes right back up. And Tony head scissors. Beautiful. Over and down.
Springer depended too if you were like a regular guest or you were somebody who could bring in other talent, then you got treated a lot differently.
Charles with the head scissors. Got him with a flying one. Took him down on the mat. Billy trying to kick out. Now he's trying to twist and take it. Dundee headstand. Couldn't kick his way out. Moves around. Tony Charles still hanging on.
I don't know what that was. It sounded like a different frequency pushing over the top of the wrestling.
Gets his head out of it. Back into the ropes.
Oh.
Dundee down, short, and Charles up, looking right at him. Oh-ho.
Oh-ho.
Shook that back up hard, and Bill Dundee, Tony Charles, still doing a number on each other.
Come on, TC.
We're at 8 minutes and 20 seconds, and Tony with an advantage. Hooks the strength down on Dundee. Stand by at the stations. We're going to have to do it. Dundee, good move. Comes right up. One, but Tony up. And Charles catches
Oh,
it.
wow.
Standing mud flip. Beautiful to the middle of the ring. But Billy backs away, and Tony looks at him. Oh, you think one's got it and the
CBs
other
are
counters,
awesome.
and then a reverse on it. What a couple of great wrestlers. At 9 minutes into action, we're going to take time out. And we're going to be right back. Believe me, this action is going to be underway, and we'll have every second of it. But right now, let's take time out, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Well, is it what we said?
Yeah,
I want to tell you. Great
Let's
match.
take a break. We'll get back to the action in a minute.
Wrestling.
Two outstanding wrestlers. Dundee goes for a leg
Yeah,
dive.
CBs
Can't
are
get to it.
fantastic.
Charles moves away, right back at him. Ties up. Beautiful with a shoulder at the waist.
I had one in my old car, but I never really had any interesting conversations. Like, you could every once in a while to find somebody, but no one had anything interesting to say.
Waist locks him and hits him with a shoulder, takes him down, grabs, stands to move to a crab. Charles, Dundee with his right hand set, trying to block it. He's looking for that position. Moves him the other way, and now he's in crab position.
You shouldn't. Tommy Gilbert is in the promotion, is in the territory right now. He just isn't wearing the Freddy costume.
Look out, but Dundee got his weight going, and Charles reverses it. Dundee clamps the legs together, and they're back up. Oh. What a pleasure.
What a pleasure.
Living up to every expectation every wrestling fan who heard about this one had when they came to the Jackson Coliseum in Jackson, Tennessee. Dundee moves, hooks it around, takes it back up and bars it, presses down on the shoulder, rolls Tony on the shoulders. But look at Charles come right out of it. Move that arm up behind him before he even got a 1 count. Charles with a cover. 1. That's all. Dundee back on his feet. They keep trying. Great moves and counter moves.
I'm interested. You guys know Eclectic Buddha is in the chat every once in a while, but comments on all the watches and comments on all the wrestling VODs. I feel like this is the kind of match Eclectic Buddha would really like.
Back to the ropes. $11.50 in the match having passed. It's a 1 fall 30. 12 minutes past. There's a 12-minute mark, and Tony Charles gets a 2 count. Dundee took his time, roll that right shoulder up, trying to pry out. Not easy. Count of 1, 2. That's all he can get. This time,
I
Billy
love Smokey and the Bandit.
It's a 1 count, and both right
I think
back
we've talked about this recently, but I had no idea that there were like 7 movies in the franchise. I was like, I saw the multi-pack DVD set at Walmart. I was like, what the fuck? Because I was thinking like, oh, I think it was like $10. And so I was like, oh, $10 for the 3 Smokey and the Bandit movies. And it's like, oh no, there's like 4 sequels even after that.
On their feet. That's a thing that just continually amazes
I bought
you
that. I
about
haven't
these
watched a
guys.
single one of them yet.
They'll be in trouble. Pop their way out, and they're on their feet before you can move. And up. Oh, beauty. Tony nailed him. Billy turned around. First impulse was to double that fist and get ready to go at it. Caught a hold of himself. Charles caught him with a good uppercut. It was not a punch. He caught him with a forearm. Tony with a lower leg. It's legal. Drops him down, takes the wrist back.
I'm rewatching the Death Race series, and like beyond like Death Race 2000. I knew there were 3 modern ones, but then there's like 4 more after that too. I don't know what they're going to be about.
Dundee down on the mat. We're at the 13-minute mark in action. And once again, Charles bangs him down again. He really is putting the pressure on that wrist. Dundee's got 2 options, one to go or let it break. Hooks him in that hammer, and he's got it barred also. Beautiful. Billy trying to figure a way out of this one. We're 13.5 minutes into action. It has been nothing.
Do I like Cannonball Run too? Yeah, for sure. I love that. Like, I love the wacky races concept where you have these like theme teams in some kind of like big race. You know, that's kind of the appeal to me of Boit Madness, is seeing some of the people interact with each other. Like in the Royal Rumble, I always talk about Hogan and Coco. It's always neat to see the different like little factions interact with each other.
And Tony Charles to the ropes.
Early American Jackie Chan appearance, I think.
Him and Tony tried to counter on it. 1, 2, 3, he got it.
What do we rate that match?
Oh, such a match. I had to share it with everybody. It was just a great one. The official winner, Bill Dundee. Okay, we got a half of them. We're about ready to go back live and direct in the ring here. We have half of our next tag match lined up, Dave. Their opposition coming in.
Whoa.
And we are about set for the introductions. We're seeing a brand new tag team in existence, and it's time for Dave to introduce them right now.
On the left of the screen, at a total weight of 501 pounds, from parts unknown, the Gestapo.
Oh my God! What?
From Berlin, pounds.
I was thinking, oh man, Hans Schrader. That's kind of a you know, funny name. Then I was like, oh, they have a character that's just called the Gestapo.
Unknown, the Gestapo. And from Berlin, Hans, from parts unknown.
Bob Owens and Jerry Bryant taking on Hans Schrader and the Gestapo.
The Gestapo. And from Berlin, Hans Schroeder. On the right of your screen, at a total of 448 pounds, from Centerville, Ohio, Bob Owens. From Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry Bryant. This match will be one fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Oh my God.
Referee Jerry Calhoun. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Oh boy.
Schroeder. Dusting off his boots. And Hans will be starting the Gestapo with a mask on. Schroeder's own original find in Germany. Bell time.
Underway with Hans Schroeder starting for the
What's up, Virginia Wolf?
Bob Owens out of Centerville, Ohio.
Appreciate that.
For his team. Big Hans Schroeder.
Hans Schrader.
Quick right hand. Jerry Bryant thought he got hit with a fist. I think he may have been right. Owens' head slammed into the turnbuckle.
Let's get the Gestapo in there.
Down to the mat. Schroeder fires him into the rope. Plants the foot to the midsection. Jab in the throat. He was warned by referee Jerry Calhoun. Over to the corner.
It is summertime, so technically I am living both the good life and the based goose life when possible.
He makes the tag, and this is the Gestapo. Tag team partner of Hans Schroeder. Owens back on the rope. Gestapo puts him through those ropes, trips him up coming off. He turns to tag Jerry Bryant in the corner, but about 1.5 feet away from the tag. Couldn't get it. Double team by the Germans.
Wonder if the Gestapo has any kind of an amateur background to speak of.
Schroeder picking Owens
Come
up
on,
by
ref.
the hair. Owens trying to fight back, get out of this, over to the corner, get a tag on his partner, Jerry Bryant. Bryant shouting encouragement. You can see him in the background here. But with double team tactics going on.
Your sister's friends would come in and like they'd look at all the pictures of the wrestlers.
Over in the corner of Hans Schroeder and the Gestapo. Owens just has not had any chance to get loose and head for that corner. Gestapo plants a foot right in the top of his head. Out on the apron. Now,
Did you have a lot of posters of Rick the Model Martel?
Holding him up. Gestapo popping it. Jerry Bryant comes in. No tag been made. Jerry just got tired of watching all the double team. Decided to go in and help Owens out. Here's a cover. 1, 2 count. Gestapo picked him up by the hair. Might have been able to get a 3 count. We'll never know. Vicious wrestler.
Gestapo
that Hans Schroeder found in Germany and brought back. Schroeder from outside. Flat of the boot on the top of the head. Now Bryant in there again trying to help his partner out. Referee Terry Calhoun sends him back outside.
Come on, man. Calhoun been blowing calls for over a decade in '89.
Now we're back to some semblance of order in the ring. Gestapo turns to Schroeder, makes a tag. Schroeder picks Owens up, drops him across the knee, backbreaker, slams into the mat. A cover. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, same here pretty much. Most of what I saw, except for every once in a while, you could maybe get like a VHS tape of a pay-per-view or like a Clash of the Champions or something. But like everything I actually got to see was WWF, but I'd like read about all the other promotions.
That's going to be it. Jerry Bryant in there to try to help, but just a split second too late. And the count of 3 fell. And there are your winners of the match. Hans Schroeder, his partner, the Gestapo. The time on it, 3 minutes, 3 seconds, 3:03.
Oh my God, he's throwing Roman salutes to the crowd.
To the crowd. Don't quite believe that, I don't think, but they have just won it. Time again, 3:03.
Rugged-looking team, that Schroeder and that Gestapo, I'll tell you for a fact. And there, Bob Owens would verify that in a minute. Okay, we got some more wrestling action coming up. We're going to be back to it in just a moment.
The Gestapo, what a character.
To be in here. This took place just last night in Tupelo, Mississippi. We've got the raw tape up here, and we're a big upset in the fact that Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham upset Lawler and Dundee to win the Southern Tag Team Championship belts in there. It turned out to be a total brawl in there. Latham to keep the fist open, not doing much good. There's a tag on Ferris. And Dundee blasted again. Oh, Bill looking in bad shape. Comes back, though. You might know that little off.
This is why, like, I've heard about these matches all the time in podcasts and shoot interviews, but actually getting to see the matches is really interesting.
Would pull it from somewhere, and he knocks him flat off his feet.
Here comes the honky-tonk man, baby.
And Latham comes in.
Oh, no, that's Latham. Oh, that's the Moon. Okay, hold on. So Larry Latham would go on to be one of the Moondogs, right? And then Wayne Ferris was Honky Tonk Man.
Lawler comes in and exchanges the favor on Ferris. Latham back in. Billy, a real mess. They have banged on him and beat on him. Going after Dundee. Third fall, remember that. Oh, Billy nailed him one.
Hey, it's me.
Latham and Ferris both in, and here comes Lawler. Jumps over Ferris to get to Latham. Knocks him right off the ring apron. There he's back at it. And Dundee caught in the crossfire over near Latham and Ferris's corner. Double clothesline on Billy, and there's a cover one. Lawler comes in at the nick of time. We're running out of time on our championship wrestling. I sure hope that we're going to be able to get all of this bout in.
Running out of time.
Dundee coming back. Slams Latham head to a turnbuckle.
Slaughter, Mr. Fuji,
Lawler
Nicole,
in, now
nice.
all four in.
Get the hell out of there.
Dundee covering Ferris, but Calhoun trying to get Lawler to stop beating on Latham outside the ring. And Dundee trying to get the referee's attention. Ferris comes up from behind and nails him, going to his tights. He may have had something in his hand. Backdrop sunset flip.
Still got him.
But no referee. Here comes Calhoun, being held by Latham. Latham going back in. Drops on Dundee with the elbow, and Lawler pulls the referee back to help his partner out. Billy in the center of the ring. Count of 1, 2. Did he get 3? The referee's signifying, ring the bell. He got a 3 count, and he is going to call a pin. Yeah, I know, our time's running out. The referee, in fact, is awarding the belts.
Oh, wow. Hey, come on, ref. What a sore loser.
And Ferris as the new Southern champions. Lawler nailed with a belt. Dundee grabs a belt. Slams Ferris.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Dundee hit him right the belt. Slams Ferris.
Boom.
Oh, Dundee hit him right in the face. It is a brawl in the center of the ring. The referee, who was abused outside of the ring, let's be fair to him, by both Latham and Lawler, got in and gave a count on Dundee with Latham covering.
They've got I think it's Bio Jesus diamond infused blunt, and I'm like heavily considering picking it up.
Got a 3 count, and the belts were awarded to Latham and Ferris as Lawler and Dundee, grabbing the belts back, are pounding on Latham and Ferris. Trying to get it stopped as the referee and having no success.
Wow, the referee's just out of
Lawler
it here.
bleeding where he was nailed with that belt. Ferris. Latham, the referee, is down again. A wild melee going on in the middle of that ring as Lawler and Dundee with those belts jerked away from Latham and Ferris. And Dundee comes around from the side. Yeah, I know it. Our time is running out right now. We're going to have to call it quits as our time is up on Championship Wrestling. It looks like that they are outside the ring. This is Lance Russell from the Tupelo Sports Arena. Hey, Mike, can you get the camera? They got a hell of a fight going on down here. See, can you get?
Did you hear that? Hey, Mike, can you grab the camera? They got a hell of a fight here. Now, see, this is what I think Cornette's talking about when he's saying, like, why is there a camera wherever it is? At least this has, like, a little bit of something to it.
Let me get the light stand off here. Bring it on. We'll go back and edit this. door. I know it. We'll edit it back in. Okay, can you get it rolling? Lawler rattles a pan around.
Jasmine
Dundee
St. Clair.
on the far side being stomped on the concrete. Can you get it? With Latham. In 27 years of it, I've never seen a battle like this. And Lawler trying to be strangled by Ferris, while Dundee with a mop wailing Latham.
The Tupelo concession stand brawl.
Promoter Jerry Jarrett, although he is not a promoter here, trying to get him to stop. He's got Dundee separated. Lawler, Latham having been racked up by that mop handle. Dundee going
Fart
after
on the
him.
popcorn.
It's just a street brawl.
Look at that shirt he's got
Jarrett
on.
with referee Jerry Calhoun. Jarrett trying to get it all stopped. Dundee picks up a table. Everything broken up. They're falling all over. Mustard everywhere. Ferris laying in the middle of the floor. Dundee rushed out of there. Lawler trying to grab the belt. Does away from Jerry Calhoun.
Well, why is Lawler going after the ref?
Herman Sheffield, the promoter, and Jerry Jarrett got them separated. Finally, they got Lawler and Dundee out of here. And Latham and Ferris furious that the belts had attacked Jarrett. And with Jarrett in the middle of the floor,
Crock pot nachos. What
tearing
about
his
that?
clothes off of him. Just let it roll.
Let it roll, boys.
Jerry Jarrett caught in the middle
Oh my God.
of a furious Ferris and Latham. Latham drops a table on him. Where's Eddie?
I think this is the run back, right, of the Tupelo concession stand. The original one had the guy from FMW in it, I think, right? Wasn't he involved somehow in the first one?
Herman, get somebody.
Wow.
Jarrett caught by Latham and Ferris as they're hollering they want the belts.
Daniel, Herman, get somebody.
What's up, Hugh Scanlon?
Latham and Ferris just... Ferris going after Herman Sheffield.
Okay, let's see.
Lawler and Dundee coming back. Dundee going after Latham. Ferris.
No, this is it. The 1979 Tupelo concession stand brawl was a legendary, chaotic Memphis wrestling match on June 15th, 1979 at the Tupelo Sports Arena, where Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee fought the Blonde Bombers, Larry Latham, and Wayne Ferris. The fight, which spilled into the concession stand area, featured brutal action and condiment throwing, heavily influencing the modern hardcore style. So I wonder then, I wonder if they...
And his way through. Latham tangling with Eddie Marlin.
Here we go, second time. Okay.
What can I tell you?
So the second Tupelo concession stand brawl is September 1981, and it's Ricky Morton and Eddie Gilbert versus Masafuchi and Atsushi Onita. So that's the Onita is what I was thinking of. But that was like the OG then Tupelo concession stand brawl.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Show that shows on some other stations, and that's why what we did, we decided to
and we all got to experience it here in the Boyd together.
Take that and edit it back in for a show, and we just kind of in jazz. But as I said, it's it's kind of like if you had a Muhammad Ali Joe Frazier fight or something, and somebody started fighting in the stands, people just would turn around and watch. They love to see an impromptu fight, bang, bang, and boy, that's what that was.
Lance Russell's like, oh, people must love to see this. He's the one that said, go get the camera and let it roll.
That was something else. Hey, let's talk about Monday night down at the Mid-South Coliseum. Bell time is 8 o'clock. You do remember this, please. The ticket office is open until 5 o'clock today. Plenty of time for you to get on and get your tickets in advance today after we go off the air with Championship Wrestling. And in addition to that, all day on Monday, you'll have a chance to get your tickets in advance. The opening bout is going to be, let's see, we got Eddie Gilbert and Ken Wayne. We come up a little bit earlier than that with some other bouts, but that is Tommy Gilbert Jr. Okay, we will have Pete Austin and Jerry Bryant in action there. Another single match will be Bobby Lyons and Bob Owens. Additionally, there will be a return match.
Shit, look, F-Wood is feasting right now. Plowboy Frazier versus Ron Bass. I'd like to see that match.
Frazier in action. That one will be something else.
Ooh, Steve Regal, but I don't think that's not the same Steve Regal, but it's the one who died not too long ago. And Tommy Gilbert versus Danny Davis and Sputnik Monroe Jr.
A tag match will have Steve Regal, Tommy Gilbert team together to go against Danny Davis and Sputnik Monroe Jr.
Man, I love this old wrestling.
I think maybe we may have some information here that is not exactly correct. But let's go on to the next one and see what we got.
I wish we had all of them.
Title match. Now listen, let me hold it just a minute. Let me tell you this. In this case, instead of Lawler and Dundee being the champions, they do not have the belts. Despite them taking the belts were awarded as the referee had the fall to Ferris and Larry Latham. And Ferris and Latham are the Southern champions.
Yeah, Plowboy Frazier back. Hey, Jerry, listen, buddy. A belt's it's well and good and all, but you ever consider a premium timepiece?
Team champions. And this case, Lawler and Dundee will be in the challenging position going against them. All of that is Monday night. That is going to be capped off with something really wild and woolly. It's going to be a 21-man double ring. That's 2 rings, triple chance. I think you know how this goes. Everybody starts out in the first ring. They throw guys over into the second ring. Then they throw them out of the second ring. The last guy in the first ring, the last guy in the second ring will battle each other, and it will be one winner only. That's all.
Man, I like that. That's complicated as hell.
The winner of that 2-ring triple chance battle royal. And it's all happening down there in wild and woolly fashion. Yeah, Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Standing with me, Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler. You are surviving today.
That's right, Lance Russell. You think we look bad, you ought to see the other two. Let me ask you this, Lance Russell. If you went up to your car and somebody was stealing your CB radio, what would you do? You want to fight him, right?
Yeah.
Well, Ferris and Latham didn't win them belts. They stole them, brother, and we just happened to catch them before they got them back to the dressing room, and we stole them back. But they said they belong to them. Possession's 10% of the law. That's what they said, right? But they come and took the belts off us. Well, let me tell you something, Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham. In a month of Sundays, you couldn't beat the King and the Superstar. There's no way with it being the pot. There's no way, Lance Russell. Now, we're taking them back Monday night. Ferris, you only think you like handsome Jimmy Valley. If you tried moving me like Wayne Ferris and him, you might be able to do something, brother. The Superstar and the King's taking them back, Lance Russell.
Well, Jerry, you will be in a position of challengers come Monday night against Ferris and Latham.
Well, let me just say this. First of all, I want to clear up something about Wayne Ferris. You know, he's got it in his head, and I know who put it there, just like Bill said. Jimmy Valiant put it in his head. He's got the boy's mind so screwed up he don't know which way it's going. Well, let me tell you what he's got in his head. He thinks Valiant told him that I was jealous of him, trying to keep him out of the wrestling business, and now he's going to try to take it out on me. Let me tell you something, Wayne Ferris.
Let me
been
tell
reading
you
all these
something.
magazines, you've been watching the TV about Austin Idol and Jimmy Bay and Joe LeDuc injuring me and putting me in a hospital. Well, let me say this. Those days of the king getting put away are over, baby. So don't get it in that little pinhead of yours that you're going to do it. If anybody gets put out of the wrestling business, it's going to be you, punk. I'm sick and tired of jerks like you and Latham coming in here trying to run over me in Dundee, and it ain't going to happen anymore. So come on down there Monday night. Forget about the belts. I don't care about the belts. It's going to be another fight just like you saw a while ago, because I'm going to beat both of you punks' brains out.
Well, yes, that's all there is right there. The ticket office, remember, is open until 5 o'clock today and all day on Monday.
Make sure to hit the ticket office.
And once again, plenty of action capped off, not only with the Southern Tag Team Championship bout, but with a 21-man, two-ring triple chance, $5,000 to the winner Battle Royal. Man, that is a most exciting piece of action, and I guarantee if you've never seen one, you will want to see it, because they all start out in one ring, and then they start pitching bodies. By the way, Hans Schroeder and the Gestapo will be in that 21-man Battle Royal. You'll see a chance to see them and all the other fine wrestlers that'll be participating, trying to find themselves $5,000 worth of that big money, because there is only going to be one winner, and we know that you'll be a winner if you be down there and watch the wrestling action. We're about ready to go with the next bout. Yeah, we can get them in here. I'm standing waiting. Okay, Davey, I think we're about ready for the introductions, and we'll get to see a brand new face, brand new wrestler in here, and we'll go to Dave for the introductions. Davey?
It's going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Pat Hutchinson, the new face that Lance is talking about. He's in the ring right now. His opponent now stepping up onto the ring apron, big guy out of Texas. So, with the official introductions, on the right of your screen,
shit.
At 197
Oh,
pounds.
no. Pat Hutchinson is due for a win.
Memphis, Tennessee, Pat Hutchinson. And from Pampa,
against
Texas,
Ron Bass.
290 pounds on the left of your screen, Ron Bass. This will be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Big Ron Bass. Removing his chaps and his vest jacket. There is Pat Hutchinson. Watching all of this. Yeah, I want to tell you, Pat's got his work cut out for him today.
You think the crowd looks? I think the crowd is perfect. They're very Boyd.
This Bass has really made some noise since he's been in the territory.
They really love wrestling too. Like, you can really tell.
We're about ready. Referee Jerry Calhoun calls for the bell to be rung. It is. Ron Bass with a
I love the pink sunset.
The 100-pound weight advantage, 93-pound weight advantage. Grabs Hutchinson, slams him into the turnbuckle. Upper part of the arm, and he just drives him down to the mat. Hutchinson up in the air. A body slam by Ron Bass.
What's he doing with his hand?
Bass really enjoying himself. Big right arm across the back
It look
again.
like they don't get out much. I wonder if you were like I don't know how many people they turned away. I guess we could probably find out like how many people were turned away from these. But I mean, it is kind of neat that if you were poor, like super poor, at least you would have a chance. You could go down to see the TV show for free and get to see wrestling at least.
Pat Hutchinson up in the air, the suplex. Ron Bass chuckling.
How hard was it to see Memphis wrestling?
He grabs Hutchinson again, slams him into the turnbuckle. Referee Jerry Calhoun warning Ron Bass about hair pulling. The Stampede might be it. 1, 2, and 3. That is it.
Okay, getting tickets to CWA television tapings in Memphis during its heyday, late 70s to the 80s, was generally easy and inexpensive as they were designed for high-volume crowds rather than exclusive ticketing. Yeah. Okay. The fans who attended in person to be part of the studio audience, which these events were often advertised as free, aiming for a, quote, rowdy crowd.
Ron Bass gets the win over Pat Hutchinson. A debut that Hutchinson, I'm afraid, will remember for a long time. As we said, he had his work cut out for him when he stepped in there. Ron Bass won it in 1 minute, 13 seconds. 1:13, the official winner, Ron Bass. Eddie Marlin joining us right here. Eddie, we're going to take a look at some of the action.
Oh, here's Eddie Marlin.
Around the Mid-South, beginning tonight.
Wow, look how different he looks. Like, wow. If you go 79 to 89, like 10 years, man, he looks like a completely different person.
In Jonesboro, Arkansas, always great card over there. And what's going on tonight in Jonesboro?
Expect the wild action.
Yeah, just the TV tapings, though.
Continue.
That's why nobody got paid. The only people who got paid were the enhancement guys for the TV tapings.
Over in Jonesboro tonight. To top
is
it
what
off
I've
tonight,
always heard.
The main event will be 2 out of 3 falls. That'll be the first time in a long time, but the people want it, so they've got it. Jerry Lawler will be there, Tommy Gilbert will be there, Wayne Ferris, Larry Latham, Eddie Gilbert will be there, Plowboy Frazier, and this big Ron Bass will have to body slam him over tonight.
All right, very good. All coming up tonight in Jonesboro. Thursday night, June 21st, the biggest card ever coming up in Kennett, Missouri.
6 big matches in Kennett, Missouri. Buddy Wayne, Ken Wayne will be there. Tommy Gilbert and Eddie Gilbert, the two father and son teams will be there.
Buddy
Wayne
Wayne
Ferris
and
will be there.
Wayne.
Larry Latham, Plowboy Frazier, Jerry Bryant. Just a super card.
Is Buddy Wayne the guy from Championship Wrestling USA? And Ken Wayne is the guy who would be in... was he in the Nightmares later on with Danny Davis in Memphis?
All right, and we've already seen some of that action from last night in Tupelo, Mississippi. Another big card coming up next Friday night in Tupelo.
In Tupelo, Mississippi, we've got 2 big super tag matches. And you know, Jerry Jett's a promoter here in Memphis, Louisville, Evansville, Cincinnati, a lot of the major towns all over the country. And he can't wrestle in those towns. But he's not the promoter in Tupelo, Mississippi, so he's going to put his tights on. Tupelo, Mississippi. It'll be the first time in a long time that Jerry Jarrett will be in the ring, and he'll have his partner, Bill Superstar Dundee. Also in Tupelo.
They need to calm down. I know, dude. It's like Eddie Marlin is barely even ticking here.
Ferris, Tommy Gilbert.
That's going to be a very exciting match down there. There's going to be some hot tag team action, D. Brown.
Eddie Gilbert, Ken Wayne, Buddy Wayne. It'll just be a big night.
All that ought to be worth going out to see Tupelo, Mississippi next Friday night. Next Saturday night, June 24th in Greenfield, Tennessee.
Bill Dundee, Plowboy Frazier, Hans Schroeder, and the Gestapo, the new team we just seen.
Top guys.
Pete Austin, the big guy that Sonny King had here. Buddy and Ken Wayne. Big night in Greenfield.
All right, and on Thursday night, June 28th, wrestling comes to Forest City, Arkansas.
That's right, the fans will get a chance to see Jerry Jarrett in Forest City also. They have Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, Jerry Jarrett, Larry Latham, Wayne Ferris, Danny Davis, and I notice on there it says Lance Russell will be the guest announcer.
Going to be over in Forest City on Thursday, the 28th of June. Also coming up Saturday, June 30th, there will be wrestling in Oxford, Mississippi. Jonesboro fans, don't forget about the big card coming up over there tonight. Lots of action coming up around the area. Right now, Lance has got some action as he's going to be talking.
Dave Barcelona.
Let's go over to Lance right now.
First visit to Forest City. Looking forward to that. Coming out right now, the current holders of the Southern...
Oh, look at these out. Oh, man, this is great. What's up, Realm Champ?
Tag Team Championship belt. Larry Latham and his partner Wayne Ferris. They are the champions.
You're saying we're the
They look like they take bowling very seriously.
champions now. Yeah, Lawler. You've been trying to keep me out of the wrestling business, boy. Yeah, you've been trying for a long time to keep me out. But right now, I got the belt around my waist, and my partner, Larry Latham's got the belt. Only one time in the ring is all it took, Lance Russell. One match is all it took for us to take those belts away from Lawler and Dundee. We've got them now. Lawler, you can't stop me, boy. See, I've got the belt now. This is what's going to keep me in the wrestling business. This is going to make me big money. I went all over the world. I didn't need Jimmy Valiant. He didn't do anything for me. He never put a belt around my waist, Lance Russell.
He seems pretty natural and confident even here on the mic, in my opinion.
I found this man right here, the greatest wrestler in the world. And nobody does what they did to him last night. I want you to take a look at his head. You look at what they did to him last night. Get in here close.
I know, they busted his head.
Nobody does that, Lawler. Dundee, you see that? That's what you did to him. Monday night, Lawler, Dundee, we're going to put more stitches across that face. It's going to take a sewing machine to sew you up, boy. I'm telling you, a sewing machine. Monday night, you're going to be finished.
You also know the fact that you and Latham could be the shortest-lived Southern Tag
If they
champions.
misuse you, Wayne.
Son of King.
If they misuse you, here's a number. Call me up. I think you should be a champion. I think Dundee got no business here. I think Lawler got no business here. And Lance Russell, you of all. You stand out here, you don't give these people respect. You want to interview these people, let them talk. Well, let them talk. If you feel they misuse you, Monday night in Memphis, Friday night in Tupelo, any place, you got no reason to take a back seat. I will come out here personally and give you my support. Anytime you need to call me, then I'll come down.
We're done. Let's just take a break here and let them run on. Let's take a break.
Anytime you need me, you just call me.
Left of your screen at a total weight of 444 pounds.
Tommy Gilbert Sr. and Tommy Gilbert Jr. versus Danny Davis and Sputnik Monroe Jr.
From Jackson, Tennessee, Danny Davis, and from Chicago, Illinois, Sputnik Monroe Jr. Going against them at a total weight of 422 pounds on the right of your screen, from Lexington, Tennessee, Tommy Gilbert and Tommy Gilbert Jr. This match to the expiration of time, referee Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, jackets off. The Gilberts ready with Tommy Sr. starting against Danny Davis.
Yeah, see, whoever was missing fan-friendly Freddie, here he is.
Ready, full time, and here we go. This will be an expiration of time match, but it'll be the final match for a fact. Got a few minutes? Yeah. So we'll get some wrestling action in.
Time for some action.
Tommy Jr. starting. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Tommy Jr.
Man, I just think CWA is the shit, man. It's always so much fun.
I don't know what all that was about. He was complaining.
Like when it's serious and it's like good drama, like it's good. But then even when it's like shitty, then it's like almost, it reaches that like peak, like so bad it's good that it ends up being entertaining. I just feel like Memphis rarely misses.
Tommy Sr. that he thought it'd be more fair that Tommy Jr. is more his size.
Oh, I
said okay. And Tommy Jr.
He does have the
Boy, you might
skunk
know
strike.
Danny Davis would give you that kind of spiel.
Woo.
Tommy Jr. showing him he can trade licks with him.
Didn't Vince McMahon have that for a minute?
Standing side headlock. Davis.
All right, Virginia Wolf. I do wrestling Tuesday mornings, but Tuesday mornings we're watching XPW, and then Fridays we watch Memphis. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
Young Tommy Gilbert. Bam. Davis catches him. Comes off. Tommy goes under. Beautiful. Hooked him. Planted the hip, and Davis quickly to the corner. Turns it over to Sputnik Monroe Jr. Tag on Tommy Gilbert.
Oh, I see it now.
Whoa! And he puts Monroe right back down on the canvas. Goes after him immediately. Big towering body slam. We've still got plenty of action time here. Not plenty, but we do have some action time on our TV5 Studio Wrestling.
We have plenty. No. Let me rephrase
so,
that.
the Gilberts exchange again, and young Tommy is in there. We're about 4 minutes away from the expiration of time. Danny Davis switches sides to make himself available. Oh, I see. He's going to come in and kick Tommy Jr. Great move. And Senior put a little brakes on.
Returned the favor over there.
Yeah. Nice move by young Tom. Takes Monroe over. Monroe with a hand in the air has the referee pull it out of there. Hang on.
I gotta check Target when I go to the liquor store in the dispensary.
And Tommy Sr. takes over with a big elbow, really flatten Monroe. Nice. Kneel it. They tag back out again. Nice rotation. Knee lift coming for Junior.
I could do an IRL from Target. They don't watch me as closely as the people at Walmart do, but I'm only literally going there to look at one thing, and then I'm leaving, so it wouldn't be a very long stream.
Hey. Monroe reaches up. He thinks he's in the other corner, and Tommy Sr. tagged him. He takes over. Danny Davis well out of the action all the way across the ring. You can see Danny standing there. And Tommy Sr. putting Monroe down on the floor. Junior nails him as he goes by. Davis takes his lump.
Boy, look at that lady. She's having an absolute ball.
So we have the pair of them outside the ring.
Davis patted Monroe on the back and said, "You're doing fine. Get right back in there."
I'll bet he did. Monroe saying, "Oh, let's shake hands and forget all about it." Bam! Nails it. Gilbert picks Monroe up, throws him over in the corner, tags Danny Davis, and Danny faces Tommy Jr.
Good move by the Gilberts there. They used the break in the action, brief break in the action to get a tag, get Tommy in there, who was the fresh man of the team.
I thought we had limited time. This feels like it's going on
Davis
forever.
slams Gilbert, catches him with a foot. And you hear Davis saying, "See what I'm doing to your punk kid?"
Look what I'm doing to your punk kid.
Tommy Jr. fighting his way back.
All right, the next one is from July. Same year, 79.
Coco Ware, Pat Hutchinson will be teaming up to go against some big guys. Ron Bass and Pete Austin in here as a tag team today.
Coco Ware? Oh, yes.
As if that weren't enough, we've got another
We are
tag team
truly
match.
blessed.
Listen to this one. Terry Gordy and Mike Hayes, a couple of big guys out of California.
Oh, my God, the Freebirds in Memphis? Holy shit. What great historic moments we're sharing today. First, the Tupelo concession stand brawl. Now the Freebirds in Memphis.
Known as the Fabulous Freebirds, and they will be going against the team of the King, Jerry Lawler, and the superstar, Bill Dundee.
The Freebirds against Lawler and Dundee. Wow.
And an expiration of time,
Yes.
We're going to have the opportunity to be talking with Eddie Boulder and a lot of other things coming up.
Eddie Boulder and Brutus Beefcake is there as well.
On our championship wrestling.
Holy
Get it
shit,
ready.
boys.
We're going to be on into that first bout for you in just a moment. Right now, time out for this.
This is a one-fall, 20-minute time limit match, introducing at a total of 400.
So Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham against Rick Morton and Dallas Montgomery.
From Nashville, Tennessee, Rick Morton and his partner from Dallas, Texas.
Wow, he doesn't even, his hair is brown here.
Dallas Montgomery going against them on the left of your screen at a total weight of 471 pounds. From Memphis, Tennessee, Wayne Ferris. From Louisiana, Larry Latham. This match, one fall, 20-minute time limit. Referee Paul Morton.
Okay, Latham and Ferris unspringing those Southern.
Now hold
tag
on, is
team
there a
belts. This, of
familial
course, is a
bias here?
non-title bout, a one-fall, 20-minute bout with young Rick Morton and equally young Dallas Montgomery going against the team of Latham and Ferris, Davey.
Latham and Ferris, of course, with Sergeant Davis in their corner, seated in the chair where you're supposed to be.
You know what? Funny you should mention Conway Twitty. You should come back for Boyd Watch Live. There's a great Conway Twitty segment.
Morton, nice takedown. Ferris
Fantastic.
jumps to his feet and yells, "Hey, referee, watch it, he's pulling hair." Wayne Ferris. Morton takes it down again. No hair pulling.
Ricky Morton
Ferris
versus the
Latham
Honky
both
Tonk
screaming.
Man in 1979.
Ferris said, "Hey, I've had enough of that."
Over to the corner, the tag on Larry Latham. Latham runs right into trouble in the form of young Rick Morton.
Give me a break, ATF. It's my birthday spectacular episode, so it's filled with e-girls. And Conway Twitty.
Dallas Montgomery in after the tag. Montgomery against Ferris. Ferris over to the ropes. Referee is there, calls for a break.
So, like, for historical context, the Tupelo concession stand was like a, I don't want to say last-ditch effort, but wasn't it like kind of like a little bit of a Hail Mary to try to jumpstart the territory again? And I think it worked, leading into, like, I think the early 80s kind of being seen as like the like golden years, right? And then by the time we started watching in 86, it was already like a lot of people consider it that the territory's already like fallen off by that point.
Nice move by Dallas Montgomery. Ferris backs to the corner, gets the tag on his partner, Larry Latham. There was some hair pulling, but by Larry Latham as he yanked Montgomery to the mat.
Larry Latham.
Montgomery puts Larry Latham on his back. Dallas Montgomery over to the corner. Tag on his partner. This is Rick Morton. Rick, good move. Puts Latham's shoulders down. Count of 1, 2. 2 count. Latham able to break out of it. Ferris started in to help his partner out. I don't know if he tripped over the rope or what. He never made it. Latham was able to break it at the 2 count. Rick Morton still in there, a bar on Latham's arm.
Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky. This is really crazy. Like, I feel like every episode of Memphis is like unlocking a new like thing that I've heard about, but I never actually saw. Like, I'd never seen him wrestle before the Rock and Roll Express.
Latham gets the tag. Here is Wayne Ferris.
That I can remember.
Ferris in, right hand flying. Morton into the ropes. Ferris with the elbow as he came off of there. Ferris makes the tag, and here comes Larry Latham back in. Double team on the exchange. 3 minutes, 20 seconds gone in this fall. Latham, foot to the midsection. Rick Morton whipped into the ropes. Double arm coming off of there. There's Ferris with a cover. 1, 2. 2 count is all he gets out of it. Dallas Montgomery in there to help break it up.
Come on, ref.
Ferris drops Morton. Crosses knee. Latham off the ropes. Oh,
that's it.
This might be it here. 1. Dallas Montgomery there.
Wow.
He breaks it up at the 2 count.
That's kind of
4
surprising.
minutes gone in the match. Young Rick Morton still hanging in there. Larry Latham with a cover. Counts at 2, and Morton is able to break the cover. Latham back to the corner. Tags Wayne Ferris.
Cicero's snoring. Where is he?
Morton starts for the corner. Had to fight his way over there, but he gets the tag. Here is Dallas Montgomery. Montgomery going after Wayne Ferris. Got him backed into a corner.
When can we hear from Eddie Boulder?
Whip across the ring. Ferris moves. Montgomery fell into the corner. Montgomery, jumped over Ferris, but ran right in to Larry Latham's right fist. Body slam, and a big one by Wayne Ferris. Picks Montgomery up by the hair. Body slams him again.
Two big body slams.
Cover by Ferris. Count of 1, 2, 3. 5 minutes, 21 seconds the time on it. The double body slam. And then the drop with the arm or the elbow, whatever it was, by Ferris wraps it up. 5:21, again, the time on it.
Couple of scrappy guys, and Morton and Montgomery. They really gave them an effort against the Southern Tag Team Champions, but the power and moves of Latham
It's so
and
weird
Ferris
that guy
ended
dressed
up
up like a
winning the bout
soldier.
in there in a little better than 5 minutes. Did you notice Danny Davis's hat fitted a little bit looser than
I noticed he never took it off
Gee,
either.
he never took it off. I wish he had come by. We'll be back. More action coming up in just a moment. Wild and Willie six-man tag match took place, Davey, down at the Mid-South Coliseum last Monday night when Ferris and Latham were joined, originally scheduled with Danny Davis, but Pete Austin took the place.
Yeah, I love these. I don't know. I don't know why I'm surprised.
Because Davis did not.
I guess I thought like they would be like slower based on some of the stuff that I've heard than it is.
Not participate in that particular one against Lawler, Dundee, and the fabulous Fargo. Let's take a look at the action that took place.
It still seems pretty wacky too.
Jackie grabs Austin, atomic drop. 2, 3, got it. 8 minutes and 22 seconds of official wrestling, and it's all over. The winners, Lawler, Fargo, and Dundee. But the action is not over. As Dundee is knocked out of the ring, Austin goes for Lawler.
I guess like that's kind of, if you look at the promos, like look at Dundee's promos here versus it 10 years later, like it's a different energy, but I like the promos in this too. There's just not as many of them. People seem more relaxed.
Davis with his canteen pours something on, Jackie. And Fargo in the center of the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun trying to help him. Lawler coming up. Latham and Ferris grabbed him after it was all over with.
What's he got in that
Ferris
canteen?
poured something from a canteen he had. The winners officially will be Fargo, Dundee, and Lawler. All of that action involving Jackie took place after the bell had sounded, and it was not a part of the official action, although I'm sure that's a lot of consolation to Jackie.
Why'd they do it to the old, man for?
Fargo, Lawler, and Dundee in 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Yeah, boy, it was no consolation whatsoever to Jackie, I can tell you that for a fact. A situation that developed following, as you saw, the official decision in which the team of Lawler, Dundee, and Fargo did in fact win it. But Jackie had some comments to make about it following the incident of Davis pouring some...
Watch it, ATF.
Well, let's listen to Jackie right now.
A few nights ago in Memphis,
Oh my
Tennessee,
God, what?
I experienced one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. Ladies and gentlemen, being able to not see is not very funny at all. It's just
Sorry, Jackie.
Thing. You know, you take things for granted. You can watch TV and you can walk and you can drive a car. And it's the worst experience of my life. I've had busted noses and broke ribs, and I've walked on crutches, and I've had my arms to carry and sling, but this is really a horrible experience for me. The doctor assured me.
Didn't you see it? They poured that stuff in his eyes after the match just now.
There's no permanent damage, but he did want to keep the eyes covered. So, I'm going to do exactly what the doctor said and get well and get out of this bed. I want to thank the fans for the cards and the telegrams. And my girlfriend reads every one of them to me, and it really makes me feel good. And I certainly do thank you.
Okay, Jack is getting along a lot better now. Incident took place. Thought you might be interested in seeing the entire situation down at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis. We've got some more wrestling action coming up. We'll be back to it in just a moment. We'll have an opportunity to see a little bit later in our main event.
Somebody wheels him in with his eyes all taped up like that. Really makes you, can't look out. You can't gaze upon a Christmas tree. You can't see the look of joy on your family's faces because somebody poured rubbing alcohol in your eyes.
On Championship Wrestling
Hockey
today,
talk, man.
Will feature not only the King and the Superstar, but their opponents will be a team that is nationally, internationally known. They are in contention right now for the Tag Team Championship of the World, and it is a team that comes out of California. They call themselves the Fabulous Freebirds, and I'm going to bring in here right now.
Oh man, let's go.
Big team of Terry Gordy and Mike Hayes.
Drawing eyes on
Terry
the bandages.
Gordy and Mike Hayes, as you can see, a couple of very large.
Wow.
This is Mike.
Wow, look how crazy young Terry Gordy is here.
Hayes with the towel.
That's right, baby. You know, you've heard of Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, and all the rest. Well, I'm here to introduce you to the best. You know, my name is Terry Gordy. I weigh 290 pounds. A romping, stomping, graveyard destruction. I'm one half of the Fabulous Freebirds. And standing right here beside me is the other half. This is Michael Hayes, and I'm going to unveil him today.
Oh, okay.
Right here on TV, baby.
Yeah.
This is the prettiest man in the world right here.
Oh,
and today, all you people out there, you get a chance to see this pretty face right here on TV. And believe me, I've seen my share of pretty women. I've probably seen your share. I've seen 3 or 4 other people's share. But this guy right here, baby, takes the cake. And you know, I know there's a lot of people out there, such as Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee, who like to bend the rules a little bit. But let me tell you something. If you bend the rules and try to mess up this pretty face, baby, I'll hurt somebody. This guy can take care of himself well.
Well, you're going to be in a
But I don't want nobody messing with this pretty face.
All right, fine.
Believe
well,
me.
I know you're in contention. If you're ready, we're
Later
ready.
on in the show, I'm going to unveil this guy right here on TV. So I want all you people out there, I want you to get your brothers, get your sisters, get your daddy, get them all around the TV. Because you fix now.
Officer Sanchez? Yeah. There's a guy on television with a wet towel over his head. Yep.
I witnessed something right here on TV today, baby.
Well, you're looking at Michael Hayes, Terry Gordy. They are certainly one of the top teams in the nation and internationally. The Fabulous Freebirds, that's who they are.
Right.
We'll be
And
seeing
this
them
guy
a little
right
bit
here,
later.
you know he's got prettier hair than Farrah Fawcett, and he's got more moves than John Travolta, baby.
Oh, wow.
Hey, he is 110% all man. You can bet your boots on that, Lance Russell.
I don't deny it, Terry. We've heard of your reputation, and we'll have a chance to see you in action, as you will be seeing a little bit later. The Fabulous Freebirds.
It's like a little. I feel like I'm in like a college class or something where you learn about old wrestling. Like just seeing all these moments that I've heard about, and like people seeing them in such different phases of their career.
One fall, 20-minute time limit match coming up here. It's going to be another
Someone
tag
farted
team
under
match.
the
Big
towel.
team on
Gross.
one side. We've seen them both around in the area for some time now. Talking about Ron Bass and Pete Austin. They'll each weigh up around the 285, 290 range. Going against a couple of young guys. One of them, of course,
he's
you're
gonna
quite
have
familiar
pink
with,
eye.
Coco Ware,
Somebody
Pat
farted
Hutchinson,
under that
young
towel.
wrestler. We've had him here before. They're teaming up today against the big team of Ron Bass and Pete Austin. Here comes Bass. Yeah, Bass indeed wearing the
What's the referee got his
Southern
shirt so
Championship
low
belt
cut
around his
for?
waist.
Jeez.
He steps into the ring, officially with the introductions, at a total of 4 from Union City, Tennessee, Coco.
Oh, okay, here we go. Pat Hutchinson and Coco Ware, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, against Ron Bass and who? Pete Austin.
Ware, his partner from Memphis, Tennessee, Pat Hutchinson. Total of
Coco Ware.
575 from Pampa, Texas, Ron Bass.
No
and
Frankie.
from Boston, Massachusetts, Pete Austin. One fall, 20-minute time limit. Referee Paul Morton.
Pete Austin.
All in all, dead
Pete
honesty,
Austin
Dave,
from Boston.
You got to acknowledge right on the front end of it that this is a situation that might be considered a mismatch. I'll tell you one thing. Bass and Austin will not go out of there without knowing that they have been in the bout. Hutchinson and Coco Ware, both very aggressive type wrestlers. They're giving away a lot of weight, and bell time sends us into action as Ron Bass starts again.
Don't be fooled by their win-loss record. That doesn't show you the heart that Pat Hutchinson and Coco Ware have.
Pat Hutchinson. Ron himself individually goes in. And
Ron
a nice
himself?
drop kick, but Bass just too big. Just too big.
Ron
Pounds
himself.
down with that forearm. Bass goes in at 290. His partner out of Boston, Massachusetts, Pete Austin, at 285. Bass picks Hutchinson up and drops him right down over that top rope. Wow, 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 wow. Hutchinson, the smaller of the two, being thrown around by Ron Bass, and he says, come get you some of this guy, Pete. Makes a tag on him, and from behind, Pete Austin in, just pounded away. Stop and figure that Austin
Jeremy
is
Horn,
within
there you go.
5 pounds aside from the Southern Heavyweight Champion. You have two very large...
Yeah, that's like kind of what Lance said, right? They may not come out of it with the... It may be one-sided, but they're going to know they were in a fight.
Gentlemen, one. Coco started
Jeremy
in,
Horn,
but
very
Pete
old
Austin had
school
no intention of pinning Dave. I don't
reference.
think.
He picked him up by the hair. Count of 1.
Hutchinson fired into the knee of Ron Bass. There's a tag, and the broad arms continue as Ron Bass, big sadistic smile on his face, going for a suplex. Takes Hutchinson right straight over and down, drops him in the center of the ring, and then lifts him up by a handful of hairs. The referee says, let go of the hair.
Ooh.
There's that Stampede Power Slam. 2, 3, that's going to be it.
Did we even get to see Coco Ware?
Tell you, Bass and Austin. Just too much size, too much experience, too much meanness from the Southern Heavyweight Champion and his partner Pete Austin. As they win
He's
it,
like, I can never rely on a tag team partner. What I need
never
is a
officially got into
bird.
the match. They were able to keep Hutchinson in there all the way, work him over. Time on it was 1 minute, 31 seconds. 1:31 the time, and the official winners of the match, Ron Bass and Pete Austin. Right now, let's go over to Lance.
Yes, sir. The action
Garfunkel.
Was just a little too much in terms of size and experience for.
I was going to
Hutchinson
say I
and
didn't
Coco
even get to
Ware
see
in
him
there. It's
wrestle.
Ron Bass and his partner Pete Austin. Too big, too much behind him in there, and came out an easy victor over the team. Coco, as a matter of fact, never got in there. Coming in right now to join us.
Oh boy, here we go.
Superstar Bill Dundee and the King Jerry Lawler, and we're delighted to have him out here.
What a
Jerry,
jacket he's got on.
Monday night, something you and Bill held a couple of times, the Southern Tag Championships are going to be up for grabs as Latham and Ferris will be defending.
Yeah, well, rather than talk about the championships right now, I do want to talk a little bit about Latham and Ferris.
What do you think about this, that all the top guys are chasing the tag team titles? That's kind of interesting.
I think, you know, I wasn't really feeling as bad as I do right now until I just watched that piece of film of Jackie a few minutes ago.
Looked like stunt casting for Richard Simmons.
And I feel personally responsible for this because, you see, you know as well as anybody, and all the fans know, that Jackie Fargo and I had our differences in the past. We had a lot of matches against each other. Yes. But we were able to, after put all of that stuff behind us and form what I thought was a heck of a friendship. In other words, this man was there whenever I got into a little jam, I could call on Jackie Fargo, and he would come down and help me out just like he did this time. I mean, you know, Jackie's been in the wrestling business a while, and he's saved his money, and he's got plenty of money, and he's in a position that everybody wants to be in one of these days, as to where he can wrestle because it's something he loves to do and not because it's something he has to do for a living. And he doesn't have to get out on the road and make these trips night after night and go to these towns. He just goes when he wants to. So what happened was Bill and I got in this little jam with Ferris and Latham and Davis, and I called Fargo, and he said, well, you know, I mean, I'll just tell you exactly what he said. You know, Monday nights, the baseball games are on. Jackie's a big sports fan. He likes to stay home and watch the baseball games. And he said, but
the hair is very interesting.
I'll tell you what, you know, the baseball game is something I can see anytime. If you're in trouble, I'm going to come down to Memphis and help you out. Now, I called the man, and he comes down here doing me a favor. And then 3 punks like Ferris and Latham and Davis,
Kevin Weeks,
try to put the man's eyes out. Now he is laying up in his home there in Nashville, just like he said. I know how it feels, and there are a few people out there that know how it feels too. When you can't see, it's something that unless it's happened to you, you just can't comprehend it. It's the worst thing that you can imagine. And now there's Fargo. Now, like he said, I'm sure the doctor told him that maybe there'll be no permanent damage. But for the time being, he's laying in that bed just like I was, with the patches over your eyes, and you can't see anything. You can't watch those baseball games. You can't go for walks. You can't jog like Fargo likes to do. And it's because of 3 punks like Ferris and Latham and Davis, and I asked for Fargo to come down here.
Here's what he thinks he
let me tell you something.
The guy that he looks like.
Monday night, there are going to be some dues to pay, because, boys, when you do something like what you did to Jackie, you got dues to pay. You owe a debt. And Monday night, you 3 punks are going to pay it, and I'm going to be there to collect it. Now, Fargo's going to be back, but in the meantime, brother, I'm going to do the collecting for Jackie Fargo. I'm going to try to do to you guys. I'm going to try my dead level best that when you say next week on this TV, Lance, that we're going to talk to Ferris and Latham and Davis, that you're going to have to show a little piece of film of those 3 rats laying in their bed somewhere.
Whoa, 3 rats laying in the bed?
See them out here next film. I'm going to try my dead level best that when you say next week on this TV, Lance, that we're going to talk to Ferris and Latham and Davis, that you're going to have to show a little piece of film of those 3 rats laying in their bed somewhere, and that's the only way we're going to see them out here next week, because you're going to pay for what you did Monday night.
I can understand the personal feeling about it, Jerry, and I know, Bill, that you share the same feeling that Jerry has in regards to the situation.
That's right, Lance, and the Kings of Bet said it all, but there's 2
I
ways
saw
you can
that
hurt
guy,
somebody.
too.
You can punch him in the nose, and that hurts, and the way we're going to hurt them is take the belts back. The King wants his back, and I want mine. Ferris and Latham, we want the belts back, brother.
This look from Dundee is just classy.
The only other thing I'd like to say, Lance, we're going to Blytheville tonight and Osceola next Friday. Jerry Lawler, the King, and the Superstar, and Jerry Jarrett's going to be in both.
Business up top, monkey
Billy,
business
and,
down
Jerry,
below.
Good luck to you in the title match in there. We'll be looking for it Monday night. We'll be back with more wrestling action coming up in just a moment. Eddie is in here with us today.
Here we
Eddie,
go. Let's go. Eddie Boulder, incredible. Wow. 1979 Brutus Beefcake, incredible.
To the entire area of championship.
Thank you very much.
Say that it really is a pleasure to hear you here. Have you here. I know that what happened on your initial appearance here was something that is not you don't necessarily always want to remember it, but we had some tape of it because it was really a very embarrassing situation.
Hey, you probably, this is the kind of thing you probably want to put behind you, but we're going to go ahead and run the tape because it was quite embarrassing.
For us on your first visit here, and if you
This is me to the Bethadone Clinic.
stand with us, Eddie, we'd like to roll the tape right now and take a look and see. And
now, the first time you live streamed, it was quite embarrassing. Let's run the footage and relive that.
Folks, one half of the team, Montgomery and Boulder, and coming out the opposition.
Beautiful up there, Daddy. Look at that boy up there.
Yeah.
Hey, Russell. Hey, come on, give us a pose up there, beautiful.
Hey, why don't you
come on, give us one of them big ones, boy. Come on.
Danny,
show us that beautiful
would you get them all up in the ring?
Hey, what's the man doing? Hey, Russell, can't you get the man to pose for us just one time?
Look at the body. He came in here to wrestle, not pose. So if you'd get in there, Pete, would you go on in the ring?
Oh, there you go, Farrah Fawcett.
Come on, Ron. Would you go on in the ring? Come on, Ron. Let's get him on up in there.
Let's see that beautiful body. Hey, come on, let's go.
Let's see that beautiful body. What's he saying
Ron
that
Bass,
for?
Trying to put down Eddie Boulder, who's making his first appearance on our championship wrestling with young Dallas Montgomery as his partner. I have no envy for that team going against a team of Bass and Austin. Not at all. Boy, what a big one. Okay, Davey, they're in the ring. Let's see if we can get the introductions.
It's one fall 20-minute time limit match, introducing at a total of 480 pounds from Florida, Eddie Boulder, and his partner from Dallas, Texas, Dallas Montgomery, going against them at a total weight of 575 pounds. From Pampa, Texas, Ron Bass, his partner from Boston, Massachusetts, Pete
Hold on, there's a synchronicity. Pampa, Texas. We know that it was Sergeant Pampa who doxed the heathen with intent in the state of Texas. What the fuck?
They have Danny Davis, their manager, over in their corner.
And Bass is picking at Eddie Boulder in there, just using some of that
Ass, grass, or outlaw Ron Bass. Nobody rides for
Bass
free.
Jumps him from behind before it gets started. Pete Austin and referee Jerry Calhoun says, let's get it started. And Dallas Montgomery starts inauspiciously, Dave, as Bass has jumped Boulder right away and has hammered away on him. He's got him bleeding as he jumped him when Boulder turned around, and Dallas Montgomery out of the ring on his back as Bass has really busted open Eddie Boulder.
Showing his reaction.
Right after the introductions, the referee said, let's do it, and Boulder turned around. He slammed, got slammed from behind with Ron Bass. Bass giving it to Pete Austin, and Pete Austin he never had a chance. Boulder never had a chance, Dave. He didn't even get started before Bass dumped him from behind.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think his current partner is quite as good as Terry Boulder would have been.
And hammered his head into the turnbuckles. Boy, and Eddie a mess.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Dallas Montgomery. I think he's even taken all of the pinfalls.
Come on, hey. Dallas Montgomery trying to come in. The bell did ring, Dave.
Yeah,
and,
it's underway.
First bit of action came after it. Turn around. Get him. Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, Danny. Ron Bass back in there, and they are slaughtering Eddie Boulder. Never had a chance.
Why is Lance making him watch this again?
Austin tagged by Bass, and they are just absolutely murdering him. Come on, Jerry.
What's up,
let's
K9?
Stop this thing. That is ridiculous. Pete Austin, Ron Bass just taking turns on a guy that never even got started in there. They jumped him beforehand.
Get this guy out of here. What the hell's going on?
He sends Dallas Montgomery back out.
What a
and
fool.
he's just continuing to let this go on and on as Ron Bass and Pete Austin are just hammering.
I don't know. The no apron thing does kind of throw me off, because also not just because of the aesthetic of the apron, but because I no longer know who the #1 Chevy dealer is.
Eddie Boulder, and continuing to do so. Bass continuing.
Or was it Toyota?
He never even got a chance to start wrestling as Bass jumped him from behind, busted him wide open. Jerry, he's through. Why don't you stop the thing?
It's gone on for almost 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
Well, quit breaking it up, you clown.
He picks him up. Now that's too much. He had him down. Why don't you stop it? That's enough on it. I'm going to stop the thing. Hey, come on.
Lance,
let's just get him.
Lance Russell's like, hey, welcome out here, Eddie Boulder. Listen, let's watch a videotape of you getting your ass beat last week.
Out of there and get something else in. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Come on, hey. Ron Bass continuing just to hammer Boulder. What a first time on championship wrestling for Boulder is Pete Austin. All right. That's enough. Get it stopped. Montgomery knocked out of the ring, and they just continue to hammer on. That's terrible. Well, I think that pretty well tells the story, Eddie.
Wow, why would he make him watch it?
It didn't occur to me because we didn't have a chance to meet prior to that action in last week's thing. And I don't know why I didn't put it together, and I guess it's because we affectionately called Terry Boulder the Hulk. I never put it together that the Hulk was your brother.
Well, a lot of people don't know me because I'm relatively new to the business. I've just come into the scene, recently. So, and I also brought a little piece of tape along with me here.
Yeah, we got it upstairs.
To introduce my brother to all these people out here and let them judge for themselves.
Well, I know when they see this guy that.
Are we seeing the unveiling? That legendary clip of Hogan where they do like the pan up.
They won't forget that Terry Boulder is the Hulk. Let's take a look at it right now.
This man is not a television illusion. He is not an artist's conception. He is not a figment of the imagination. He's 24 pounds. He is the Hulk. The Hulk, without a doubt, is the most awesome figure in professional wrestling today. His measurements are almost unbelievable. His neck measures 24 3/4 inches. His chest expands to an incredible 59 inches. His biceps are 26 inches, and at the end of these powerful arms are two 12-inch fists. This magnificent upper body tapers off to only a.
It's crazy. Where was Hogan pre-Memphis? Does anybody know how long he'd been around by this point? 79.
Inch waist. The Hulk is supported by tree-like legs that can leg press over 1,900 pounds. Combine these amazing measurements with more brute strength than you can imagine, and you have the Hulk.
The Hulk.
And the Hulk is coming here.
Boy. No, we won't forget that the Hulk is Terry Boulder.
Debut.
I'm sure that people out there can all see that the Hulk is.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. He debuted August 9th, 1977 for Championship Wrestling from Florida. He would come to the World Wrestling Federation November 17th, 1979, defeating Harry Valdez. So that's when he was brought in with Blassie, was in the 79 run, which would be a few months after this.
Coming, and there will be no problems once the Hulk gets here. What happened out there, they back jumped me. I'm relatively new to the business, and I wasn't aware that this Pete Austin and this Ron Bass were that type of men to jump somebody from behind. But I know now, and the Hulk, he knows too. He's been following my career very closely. See, we're very, very close. We're closer than most brothers. We're very tight.
That's
and
the one.
When he learned of this incident,
Old hog
when
balls.
I called him, and he insisted that he immediately come into the picture here, and I told him that everything was okay, but he's coming in, and Monday night he's coming in, and we're going to take care of this whole situation.
Listen, Eddie, in terms of past brother relationship, you said that you were very close. How about when you all had trouble as youngsters?
Well, even as youngsters, whenever one was in trouble, someone was to attack one or back jump one, a fight or anything, Terry was always there, or I was always there to help Terry. We were always very close, and we were always together there.
This is a great promo, and it should go on for 2 hours and 14 more minutes.
If one was in need, we were always there to back each other up. And, it's never been any different than that, and I don't believe it's ever going to be any different than that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's great to have you here, Eddie. Next time, it'll be a lot different. We'll be looking for you to have
I
a chance
guess.
in that ring on it. We appreciate very much you coming out. Good luck to you and your amazing brother, Terry Boulder, the Hulk.
Good luck to
We're
you
gonna be back
and
in
your
just a moment.
amazing brother.
Caught me in one of my better moves with that microphone. You got that right there? Hey, want to remind everybody immediately following Studio Wrestling, we are, by the way, glad to be back at our regular time of 11 o'clock. Had some great tennis here last week, but we're back at 11. We'll be again next week and so on. Immediately following us, the Racers comes along right here on TV5. And, of course, following that, at 1 o'clock will be the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers battling out Major League Baseball. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about the action coming up Monday night down at the Coliseum. Don't forget that the ticket office is always open until 5 o'clock on Saturday, and it's open all day on Monday, so you can get your tickets in advance. Like the card very much, and I think you'll want to be there at 8 p.m. when young Ken Wayne goes against young Rick Morton. So we'll have two youngsters
Ken
in there
Wayne versus
opening it up
Ricky
at 8
Morton.
o'clock. Should be an excellent bout. Then it'll be a tag team match.
Hans Schroeder and the Gestapo against Randy Tyler and Eddie Gilbert.
In which Hans Schroeder and the Gestapo will be going against Big Randy Tyler, and Eddie Gilbert will be his partner in there against Schroeder and the Gestapo. Following that, a single match. Steve Regal. We've enjoyed watching Steve. He's an outstanding fine athlete out of Indianapolis, Indiana.
Against
the
the
Hangman
Hangman.
we don't know. You come down and meet him down there, and we'll introduce you to him the way we'll be introduced to him. No time limit, no disqualification, no referee in the ring. I think this one is the way you want it. It is going to be Tommy Gilbert and Buddy Wayne, finally with the opportunity for Gilbert to get Wayne in the ring. Now remember, no
Finally.
time limit, no disqualification, no referee. Gilbert and Buddy Wayne will be
Man, I'm
meeting
gonna
each
be,
other
I'm gonna
right
be
smack in the
flying
Mid-South
high.
Coliseum.
By the
Following
time
that,
we get
man,
to Boyd
what
Watch
about
Live,
this
holy
is gonna
shit.
be Ron Bass and Pete Austin, a couple of big guys, going against some even bigger ones. The Hulk,
Ooh,
Terry Boulder, and brother
Ron Bass and Pete Austin against Hogan and Beefcake.
Eddie Boulder will be against Bass and Austin, and I'm looking forward
man.
to seeing that one very much. And, of course, the big main event is going to be a Southern Tag Team title match. A little bit more to it, as indicated by Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee, when Lawler and Dundee challenged the current champions, Ferris and Latham, for the titles, and also to get a little evening up of the score for what happened to Jackie Fargo in there. That's all Monday night. 8 o'clock is the bell time. We're going to look forward to having you down there. Get your tickets today. You can do that right up until 5 o'clock. Okay? Hey, why don't we get going here? Looking forward to this match coming up.
Match. Yeah, been looking forward to this one all week. Tag team match.
The superstar coming in here, his partner, the King, and they are going against internationally known, the Fabulous Freebirds.
Fabulous Freebirds against Lawler and Dundee. What a match.
We had a little glimpse of them, or at least one of them a little bit earlier. Terry Gordy and his partner, Michael Hayes. Here comes Gordy, big 285, 290-pounder. And with him is Michael Hayes, still got the towel.
You ready for this, baby?
If you're ready for it.
You people are all ready for this? Can you get a camera over here? Hey, get a camera over here. You want me to come over here and run the camera?
Okay, we're ready.
Get a camera. Have you got all your
Oh, they're going to take off the fart towel.
around the TV? If you don't say I didn't warn you. Now, before I do this, I want all you women to sit down, just have a seat. And if you're over 60, would you please leave the room? We don't want to have no injuries around here. Now, hey, can we get a camera over here?
Yeah, the camera's on. We're ready.
Can I have this camera right here? Can you get a close-up on this face when I take it off?
Terry Gordy in the direction business right now, standing.
Okay, when I take the towel off his head, what I want you to do is just follow the towel up.
Terry, come on back over here with me and introduce him if you will. Are you ready?
Okay.
We are
Here it
ready.
goes.
Here we go.
Michael
The prettiest man in the world right here today, baby.
Okay.
You're getting to see this right here on TV. Okay, wait. You sure you got a good shot now?
They got a good shot, Terry.
Okay,
Believe
now
us, they got a good
follow
shot.
the tail up, all right?
Yeah, okay.
If you can't do it, I will. I'll
Okay, Terry, the directions are pretty clear. I think
Okay.
they can handle it up
Okay,
there.
here it
Okay.
goes.
Well, there it is, Michael Hayes. The other half of the fabulous Freebirds.
You look at it, baby. You look at it, prettier hair than Farrah Fawcett. More moves than John Travolta. More romance than Robert Redford. Baby, I could go on for days and weeks, but we ain't got all that time. Now I want you women to sit down, because here I'm fixing to take off this $1 million role, baby. And I don't want you to have no heart attacks or nothing. Now, Terry, if you will assist me, baby, as I let it slide on down, baby, and you see this beautiful body, I want you to know that beauty has entered your television. Beauty has entered your home. Beauty has entered everywhere, baby. Now, let me introduce you. We are the fabulous Freebirds. We are the greatest team in wrestling, baby. We stop for nobody, and we stop everybody.
This is such a look at these two. Like, look at Lawler and Dundee. What an odd pair. He's dressed like he's in some like 70s American Gladiators show. Dundee looks like he's in some Sgt. Pepper's tribute band.
And we stop everybody. Every territory we've ever been to. Now get that camera on this body. I want you to look at this hair. I want you to look at this face. I want you to know, I want you to remember the time and the place, baby. Because we are the hot childs of the city. He do run wild and I do look pretty. And when we come to your town, if we ever do, I want you to know it's going to be a happening, baby. It's going to be something. So if we come to your town, we want you there. Now let me tell you something. It's like the man said. If you can bust this pretty face, if you can mess up these looks legally, but it's punks like them right
legally.
There, when the going gets tough, they got to revert to cheating, baby. And when you do, this man here, he's there to take up the slack. I want you to know this. Now, don't you forget the name, the fabulous Freebirds, baby, because we're here to stay and we don't play.
That's right. I want you to just sit down right here, baby, and I want you to watch this match. It's going to be a bad case up here on these.
Get a camera on this body. What's up, Kevin Murray?
Right. Okay, Terry, if we can get the fabulous Freebirds in the ring. I think our time is up, Dave. We don't have... I'm kidding about that. No, help yourself. Just right there, anything to get us up into action in there. We were here for the unveiling of Michael Hayes.
Oh, my God. We were here for the unveiling of Michael Hayes.
Today's pretty people, you better believe it. Climbing in there, Terry Gordy and Michael Hayes and Dundee and Lawler.
These men are on drugs. Calm down, Bethadone Clinic.
Waiting, kind of amused at all of the characteristics going on. How about the introduction, Davey?
This match to the expiration of time. Team with the most falls to their credit when the time expires wins the match. Introducing at a total of 525 pounds on the left of your screen. From California, the fabulous Freebirds, Terry Gordy and Michael Hayes. Going against them in this match at a total of 458 pounds. From Australia,
you sent me a
superstar,
serenade on Discord.
Bill Dundee. And from Memphis, Tennessee, the King, Jerry Lawler.
The King.
This match to the expiration of time, referee Jerry Calhoun.
Well, bell time. We've heard them talk. Let's see if they can wrestle now, Dave. Okay?
Indeed. Boy, they talked for several minutes here, no doubt about it. Michael Hayes starting for the Freebirds. Bill Dundee starting for his team. Hayes, proud of himself, yeah.
Oh, my God. We'll save that for Boit Watch Live. That sounds perfect for Boit Watch Live.
Terry Gordy, Michael Hayes' partner over in the corner, with encouraging words and praise for a job well done. Hayes, he drew back that right hand, and the King was there.
Bethadone, what do you think about the most handsome man in the world, they said? Michael Hayes.
The King grabs Michael Hayes after the tag by Bill Dundee. Hayes. Lawler into the turnbuckle hard.
He's like all stretched out.
Hayes over to the corner. The tag on Terry Gordy. Gordy, a big guy. Lawler.
Gordy, a big guy.
Did Lawler nail it? He put Gordy on the mat. Gordy spinning around. Went to the wrong corner briefly. Yeah, well, Michael Hayes complaining about Lawler's use of the fist. Tag made. Here comes Michael Hayes. Hayes puts a bar on Jerry Lawler's left arm.
You love his enthusiasm?
Crowd chanting for the King to go. King is back on his feet. Michael Hayes back into the turnbuckles.
It's crazy. He gets down like at the exact same time all the time, like pretty much like the average time my stream would normally end. This one's gonna run a little bit long, but he's like going through his daily routine.
By the King. Whoop, reversal. Nice move by Michael Hayes. Put Lawler into the corner hard.
Yeah, I think he's still in WWE.
Hayes gets the tag, and here comes Terry Gordy.
He dresses now like a Louisiana pimp.
Lawler off the ropes. Oh, Terry Gordy caught him with a foot right in the midsection. Gordy, a break called on him. Possible choke. Referee Jerry Calhoun made him give up.
Jerry Lawler's hair is
Here's
hilarious.
Michael Hayes back in.
He looks like Richard
Hayes
Simmons with
right
this
hand.
outfit too.
Lawler's right shoulder is not on the mat. The referee does not start the count.
Did you see that lady in the back? She's like, oh no. What's toxic masculinity? I'm from the 80s. There's no such
Michael
thing.
Hayes still holding onto the headlock, but Lawler puts it into the rope. Ooh, strong shoulder butt coming off the ropes. Good move, Jerry Lawler. Lawler back to the corner. The tag on the superstar. Michael Hayes takes the opportunity to get out of the ring. Terry Gordy jumps in. Whoa, Dundee. Boy, he let him have it with a double forearm.
What's up, Buddy
Hayes is
Lee?
the official man in the ring. Dundee covers him one. Count of one is
You don't care for the booking of Michael Hayes? I felt like on the TV show, which, I mean, again, that was probably a lot of it was work there too, but he seemed like an idiot on the like Netflix show.
all he can get. Hayes able to break it up at that point. There's a tag. Here's Terry Gordy. Ooh, Hayes flipped Dundee straight up in the air. Gordy
Hey,
drops him down across the knee. Cover one,
Cosa Nostra.
two. Down to three. That was it. Yeah. Jerry Lawler got there, but
Man,
just
young
a
Terry
fraction of a
Gordy,
second
wow.
too late to prevent the count of three. And Gordy and Hayes got themselves the first fall of this expiration of time match.
Did you see that backdrop maneuver? He fired him right over, and Hayes caught him in midair, slammed him down,
That's
put him
right,
on the...
baby. Brute strength. That's my brother. Not related by
Put it on a
blood, related
t-shirt.
by money. Something more important. Terry Gordy, the master disaster.
Master Disaster, Terry Gordy, and his partner, Michael Hayes. They are for real.
They are indeed.
Boy, they not only can talk, but they can put it out in that ring, too. Okay, that's just the first fall, though. This is an expiration of time match. We got plenty of time for it. We're going to take time
Another
out.
fall?
We're going
Wow.
to be back with more action in just a moment. Surprising, and maybe that is not the case in terms of Gordy and Hayes. Maybe they're not surprised. But the team of Lawler and Dundee, one fall down as this expiration of time
One fall down.
match continues. Bill and Jerry talking very earnestly over there. And coming back in, jubilant smiles upon their face, Michael Hayes and Big Terry Gordy.
Who was that one guy who, remember the one guy that you made a few videos with in your, when we first started like deep diving your lore, you had some videos where you were like drunk and really bossy, and there was this like really meek guy, kind of nerdy. He had glasses.
Popping back up to the ring. Bell time, and here we go. The superstar, Bill Dundee, going against the larger of the two, Terry Gordy. Gordy right away moves in behind Dundee, catches him with a broad arm from behind and stomping on him right at the rope. Referee trying to back him up. Tag. Hayes takes over. The fabulous Freebirds, they call themselves. Dundee up. Body slam. And Michael Hayes back with an elbow. Catches Dundee on the way down. Hard. Tag. Jerry Gordy.
I gotta pick the thumbnail for Boat Watch Live. Shit.
He's not using the toes, so the referee has no call to stop him. Whip into it. Big backdrop. Whoa.
The Bethadone Clinic dropped a video about an hour ago.
Gordy drops
Such
again.
an attention
They're one
whore she
fall
is.
up already. They're trying to make it two quick ones.
Always dropping videos.
Reverse face lock. Hayes hanging him. Jerry Lawler much too far away to make a tag. He's reaching as far as he can, but Billy has got to get a lot closer in there with that reverse chin lock that Hayes has on him. Dundee fires him across the ring, but he can't make it to the corner. Hayes quickly right on top of him.
This Lawler look to me is outrageous. It just is so, he looks like a goof. I think the hair, it looks like he's like Hercules in a school play or something.
Bill Dundee.
I can't with the, I just don't care for it.
For a minute. He started to reach, but to the wrong corner. Tag from Hayes to Gordy. Quick exchange as Hayes comes out. Gordy goes in. The elbow. Dundee.
Yeah. The guy you played music
with
with.
that whip as he came off. Gordy nailed him. Looked like a fist to me, and the referee thought so. He warned him about it. Body slam. Pulls down his knee pad and drops with the bare knee and picks Dundee up, goes into that reverse face lock again. Still, Dundee well away from his partner, Jerry Lawler. Tag on Michael Hayes. Hayes coming in. Not only these guys got good weight on them, Dave, they're tall enough where they can really reach across that ring and take advantage of that tag from halfway out in the ring almost.
And sound tag team strategy,
Man,
too.
I love
You gotta give them that. They've been able to keep
Dark
Dundee
Rainbow.
away from the corner, away from the king, who's waiting to get in there.
They're making good, quick exchanges, too, so that they keep the freshest of the men in there. Dundee fired over the shoulder. Gordy once again.
He seemed kind of like overwhelmed by you, I think.
He asked to break it up. I think it must have been hair. Tag on Hayes. But Gordy, meanwhile, holding Dundee so he can't get over to Lawler. Right straight over the shoulder, and Michael Hayes in control. They've had Bill down this entire fall. This is the second fall, in case you just joined us. And the action has been all Hayes and Gordy with Dundee. Lawler has yet to make it into the ring.
That's pretty impressive. Like, they're giving him a lot of the match.
Firing that elbow with a shoulder. Stays in and takes an elbow.
Oh, man, Gordy, wow.
Mistake. He should have gone for the tag when he broke free.
Knowing Bill's determination, I'm sure that he irritated enough at the
You got
beat
overwhelmed by him?
He wanted to dish out a little bit of it, but you're right, Davey. That'd have been the time to go for the tag on the king. Bill being held down by large Terry Gordy. And Dundee undergoing a very unpleasant fall.
That Lawler look
Gordy
is wild.
and Hayes, living up to their notice coming in here is one of the top international tag teams. Tag on Hayes.
Oh, no.
Trying to break his way through that time, but Gordy got him from the front. Here comes Lawler.
Oh,
Lawler
man.
pegs him.
Jeez.
Knocks him right off the ring apron, and he's telling the referee it was 2-on-1.
This is a great match.
Dundee, meanwhile, being held on the rope. And from the outside, Gordy pasted him one. Billy popped over and a body slam again. And as Dundee rolls out of the way, Hayes misses a dropped elbow, but Bill
Cabbage,
make
yes,
it to the corner.
he does look like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
5 minutes gone in the second fall.
5 minutes into that second fall.
It's just so weird, the whole thing.
First fall went to Gordy and Hayes.
Nah. That lady in the back is in disbelief again.
Tries to turn to go back to the corner where Lawler is. And Hayes successful in heading him off at the pass. Bam! Nailed Gordy from behind. By Gordy from behind.
Let's see how old Terry Gordy was here.
Nailed him hard with that foot. Coming to the corner and tags the King. Here's the exchange. Lawler in. First time. Slams those heads together. Lawler suplex.
Okay, so according to the internet, Terry Gordy was 17 or 8. He started 1979 as a 17-year-old, and then he would turn 18. So I don't know if we're seeing him at 17 or 18. Well, no, it says he was born in April, so he's 18 here.
Big Terry Gordy over. Count of one. Gordy kicks out. There, right over the shoulder, down, and he stomps with the flat of the foot, nails Hayes with the elbow, and turns his attention back to the legal man in the ring, Terry Gordy. Gordy and Hayes now feeling a little of the wrath of the King, with his partner, the Superstar, getting recuperated. Lawler hanging
Yeah,
with an arm.
he turned 18 in April, and then this is in July.
In there on Terry Gordy. Well away from the corner where Michael Hayes is trying to get him over for a tag. Lawler.
Oh, that costume's even worse from the back.
There's a tag on Dundee, and Billy coming back at him. Hayes starts to come in. Dundee off that rope. Billy once again, and big Terry Gordy down on his back as Dundee now picks him up for a body slam.
Oh my God.
Again,
wow,
Dundee
man.
coming back one.
That was very majestic leap from Bill Dundee.
And Gordy does get to the corner and makes a tag on Michael Hayes. Tag.
You didn't want to chill with him? What does that mean, chill?
Lawler, a beauty, coming off the rope. Dandy, Dave. No doubt about it, using fist. And the
Does that
referee
mean,
telling
like,
him,
get spun and give up the cheeks?
break it up, break it up.
Is that the code?
Tag, Dundee once again in. Sunset flip, 1, 2, 3.
Got him. Wow, nice. Great match. Wow. Man, that, oh boy, this looks.
Finally, after they kept Dundee
Oh, look at Dundee going.
Minutes of that first fall. But when they got in and they were able to get their offense going, boy, the King and the Superstar really cranked it out there, and good timing. They got it 7 minutes, 53 seconds as they had good exchanges going for them in there.
Gordy.
You don't feel like getting spun and getting your cheeks clapped?
Examining the lovely face of Michael Hayes that took some shots from Lawler and Dundee. And from one fall up, they are now no better than even, just the way they started the entire thing, Dave. Gordy and Hayes started off in
We got time for a third fall? Yep.
Gordy spun behind Dundee, nailed him with a broad arm, put him to his knees, and they continued to hammer on Bill Dundee. A long time, as a matter of fact.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
They kept, as you so accurately pointed out, one of the things that they did was keep Dundee away from the corner. Where
Oh, not with him?
was, so that there was no way in the world he was going to get over there and tag out on it. And they kept him in there. They kept pounding on him for almost, what, 6 minutes or so, something like that.
It was at least 4.5, I recall, and a long time.
And finally, Bill shook loose, was able to get over and tag Jerry Lawler, and Jerry came in very fresh. He was frustrated. I was watching him over in the corner, trying to get out, lean, hollering to Bill.
Halfway down the apron.
Yeah, he was trying to get a tag out of it. Couldn't get in there, and when he got a tag coming in, he really came firing in fiery. One of the things that is an earmark of this team right here.
All right, Dave. Well, you'll be here in spirit this afternoon in Boyd Watch Live, of course.
We're talking about Lawler and Dundee, is that ability to recuperate. And Dundee out there rolled out. He was in tough shape at that point, but he came when Lawler tagged him back. He tagged him back, and Bill came in there with.
Bethadone was just talking about getting spun and getting her cheeks clapped, and now she's like, "Have a blessed day, Dave. Have a blessed day."
An absolute abandonment, and he really went at it, and he was doing his share. Came off the ropes a couple of times, and a little here and
in
there.
the first fall, everybody, and especially Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee, learned that the team of the Freebirds is for real. As we mentioned, they are a tough.
I was watching it live too. I know for sure my one friend was there, but I think the other guy that I watched wrestling with was there too. But I know for sure that at least the one guy was there, and it was like. It was crazy. I still, up until they cut the promo, they had, I don't remember if it was Ross or Lawler that gave the news, but up until then, it was like, you really didn't know if it was part of the show or what was going on.
Tag team. In the second fall, I think maybe Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy learned that King and a Superstar were real too, because they really came back at it.
Yeah, that's for a fact. And they were down in the second fall too. Billy was hurt to the point where it looked like Gordy thought at one point that he had 2 straight falls real quick in there as they went on it.
Good point. That's going to mean it's back to like nothing ever happened. It's 1-1 now, so this third fall is going to be
Clinic,
for all the marbles here.
We'll check our time and see if we've got the time for a third fall. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is take time
Sister
out.
Beth from the House of Rock.
Page full of action coming up.
Oh my God, is this Eddie Marlin?
Lawler on their way in. Dundee jumps into the ring.
He had on casual wear.
After Michael Hayes, and the referee says, let's sound the bell and get it underway, which is fine with us. 1 fall apiece. First fall went to Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy, I'm sorry. The second fall then, the Lawler and Dundee.
What's going on here?
Dundee puts Hayes on the mat. We got about 3 minutes in our time limit. 3 minutes before time expires. The tag made into King with a right hand to the rib cage. Michael Hayes being worked on by Jerry Lawler. His partner Terry Gordy over in the corner. Bill Dundee went in with a forearm.
Well, no, it's like 12:47 where I'm at right now, so I'll be back at 1:30, so it'll be I don't know, probably half an hour after the stream ends.
Hayes off the ropes. Dundee around behind it. But Terry Gordy in the out there.
In an hour and
smacks Bill in the back.
No, wait, in 43 minutes.
King calling to Bill. Come on for the tag. Bill was on his way, but stopped before he could get there for the tag on Lawler. Hayes on the middle rope. We have about 2 minutes left in the time.
There's a lot of clips. It's a very special episode, so I want to make sure I give it plenty of time.
Top rope, he came flying.
Lawler in there to break it up to 2 count. That was very close to a pin for Michael Hayes.
Oh, man.
To a pin for Michael Hayes. Gordy off the very close to a pin for Michael Hayes. Gordy off the ropes. Boy, Hayes and Gordy were talking
I don't know if you ever wrestled
Koloff. Gordy holding Dundee.
Freebirds against the Russians? Probably.
Lawler in here.
Minute and a half, Dave, remaining at our expiration of time. Still time for a fall.
Hayes Picks Dundee up by the hair. Tags Terry Gordy. Gordy off the rope, across the back with a forearm.
One minute to go in our expiration of time, Davey.
Dundee rolls toward the corner.
Oh, man. Oh, here comes the king.
What a maneuver by Dundee to get the tag on Lawler. Lawler against Terry Gordy. Gordy bumped into Michael Hayes as Lawler knocked him into the ropes. Knocked Hayes down to the floor. Gordy had time to get out of the ring. Time running short, about 30 seconds left. 30 seconds, and we'll have to ring the bell.
What a match.
Referee Jerry Calhoun tolling the count. It's at 5. Terry Gordy rolls back under the ropes, into the ring. Jerry Lawler waiting there. 15 seconds. That's all the time we have.
It kind of reminds me as if an older version, like it's an older version of Lawler playing the young Lawler. The hair just looks fake.
Lawler with the body slam, and that is it. It's going to do it.
Oh, come on,
Time
ref.
is expired.
Time's up.
Time is expired. It's going to be
Oh, my God.
one fall apiece. Well, they're still battling away, though. Dundee going against Terry Gordy. Lawler.
Man, what a match. Freebirds against Lawler and Dundee.
Take a break right now. We got one more break we've got to take, and so let's do it. We'll try
At
to
regular
get this
ticket
stopped. Time
prices.
is up. Let's take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
We're still going.
Yeah, they're still going in there, Dave, as Gordy and Hayes, Lawler and Dundee have been trading licks. We've rang the bell 40 times, and the referee, Jerry Calhoun, has been trying to get these guys stopped. The time is a long way out of it. And Lawler down on the floor. Look out. We're running out of time. Gordy being wailed by Lawler with that chair.
You all right, Bethlehem Clinic?
Even the referee, Jerry Calhoun, got in the middle of it, and inadvertently somebody slammed him, Dundee and Hayes, out of the ring. Dundee with a chair taps Terry Gordy on the head.
Come on, man.
Nails Hayes, and that is one thing that may get this whole thing
Hey, now,
stopped
fuck
in
up the
there.
desk. Here comes the music. They're playing them out.
Was banging on Hayes. Gordy hit him. That's it. We got to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, my
Championship
God, this
Wrestling.
is good.
We'll be back with TV5 Wrestling this week. And we hope by that time we'll have this one stopped for Dave.
They don't even have enough time to show the, oh, wow, produced by Jarrett Welch Wrestling Company.
It's Russell saying bye-bye,
They
everybody.
don't even have time to play the outro.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other
Thank
than
you,
the
Brian
station, namely
Cottingham.
the Jarrett Welch Wrestling Company.
I know it was like... All right. Wow, that was like one of the best... I mean, there was so many names in those episodes. Jeez. All right, well, I'm going to go. I will be back in 38 minutes at 1:30 Central Time for a Boyd Watch, a very special Boyd Watch Live. But thanks for hanging out. If you're here for wrestling, I'll be back Tuesday for XPW and Friday for Memphis. But I will see you guys later.